Yes, good morning all. I think your doubts will be keeping forward to the management, to the person who is liable to do all the thing. So
Magesh, you are not audible. I don't know, it's only for me or for all of you.
Oh, no, no, he's not audible. Mahesh sir. Hello, sir. 1 minute, Shashidhar, 1 minute. I'll be
Sure,
checking
sure.
my mic.
Yeah.
Shashidhar, I think he'll be joining in a moment.
Sure, sure, Nandini.
Sure. Shashidhar, I need to add some findings that you have some questions, right?
Yes, yes, please.
Regarding this Azure cloud and all. Actually, I was also in the teaching career for last 13 years actually.
Okay.
What my opinion is actually the main issue regarding the subscription. Actually, this is very costly, right? Taking the subscription, most of the colleges don't have their Microsoft Azure subscription, right? Right,
Yeah.
teachers? Whether you have Azure subscription in your college or university, I think you don't have, right?
No,
No,
yeah.
no. That's the main issue. Actually, previously, what was there actually when during the COVID time, this Microsoft provided 6 months of free account for students. Actually, at that
Mm-hmm.
time, the students were practicing, and I too practiced this cloud, some ML and all in that actually. So that's the main issue that is there. There is no account. Then when we are talking about this syllabus, actually, if they are teaching cloud computing, one subject is there, I think, in the curriculum. So if teaching cloud computing, that is completely on theory, I think. There is no practical or lab associated with cloud computing, right? Right, teachers? Whether you have lab associated with cloud computing subject? No, right? It's
Yes,
just a theory subject, right?
no, madam.
Yeah,
It
they're
is
saying
lab
like,
also.
yeah, it's theory.
Depends on the university, madam.
It
Different
depends on the
universities.
university. Okay, okay. So if so, we must have some cloud account and all, right? If we need to perform some
Yes.
demonstrations and all. So that's the main thing. So I think for AWS, we'll have some trial subscription period for 6 months or something. But in the case of Azure, this subscription is an issue. Then data science means actually the main advantage of using cloud is we can store data, right? If we are doing any research or anything we are doing in terms of research, if you are doing some research in image processing, suppose, or AI, they need to store a lot of data. If you're storing it in your Google Drive or something, it or in our system, sometimes if some failure may happen, our system crash may happen, it may, it's actually Google Drive, it is fine. If you are storing in your system, that may sometimes some crash may happen, we lose our data, right? But in the advantage of using cloud, if you have a cloud account, if you are storing our data over there, it will be safe actually. It's another advantage of using cloud actually. So the case of using cloud is data storage is an advantage, and we don't want to install extra programs or extra um, that is softwares to do. If we want to do Python programming or ML programming, we don't want to install anything on our system. We just log into the cloud account and we can store data set over there, and we can perform as a pipeline. We can able to do ETL. We can take the data set from storage. Yesterday we can directly take data set from the storage. We can make a data flow or a pipeline for our process actually. That is actually happening in industries actually. That's
Madam,
what.
I want to say something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In addition to the points which you covered just now for cloud computing, actually the university where I worked early, that university is affiliated to Mumbai University. So
Okay.
they had a cloud lab, madam, cloud computing lab. They have around 10 to 12 experiments. Each experiment is called as a journal, that in which how to create a private cloud and public cloud and personal cloud. How do you secure your data among the sender and receiver? A step by step with using various database, various tools they have been given. They need to do. They have theory also, but there are some universities they may not be having. But maybe the latest one which said many other tool, Azure and other tools. That time I was not using normal cloud. I was using, madam. The
Normal
cruise.
cloud. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Uh,
So it may vary from the university to university.
exactly. I think here in Kerala Technological University, we don't have cloud computing. I don't know. In previous syllabus, we haven't had it, but now I don't know whether revised one having. I think some faculties from Kerala can add to this. I am from basically from Kerala. So that's the thing. The advantage, actually, the advantage
Kerala,
is for when we are doing with cloud computing, the process is actually very easy, actually.
Kerala MS University, no, madam.
MS University is in Tamil Nadu, sir.
Okay, madam.
Kerala Technological University, KTU, sir. Kerala Technological University.
Fine.
I was working with
Yes.
Kerala Technological University, actually, previously. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Mahesh,
Yes,
sir, are you back?
I have joined. Yes.
Yes,
Sorry for
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
power interruption. So I can start now. So yes, Gayatri ma'am is asking some question like, ma'am, you will be not having this a subscription after this training. What you can do, you can buy, you can have those free credits which this Microsoft Azure is giving. Okay, so you can buy that. Like you can go for free trial where you will be getting $200 of credits, and you can use those credit to create a resources or to do some practicals also.
Mahesh, sir, for that, they need to provide their credit card details, right? Once they are taking the.
No, actually the free trials now, you can like students account is also there. For students, it is actually free of cost. Like they need to upload
But
some
actually
ID
now
card.
where the student's account is there, that option is there. Previously we had it for 6 months or something.
6 months or something. Yes.
But now I think, but now also $2,000 is no $200 or something is
$200.
free. $200, but they need to provide their credit card, but they have to make sure that they don't. They have to delete all the resources they have created. Right after the $200, it will be having some charge or something. So always make sure of deleting the resources you are creating. Actually, if the resources are not terminated, it will having some cost at last, right? Sir, after if it
Yes.
is crossing $200.
Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
let me share my screen. Let us start the practical which we have done yesterday also. So yesterday we have discussed some knowledge of data factory and storage account, and today we will be complete. We will be doing one more practical with data factory only. And yesterday we have performed a copying data activity where we are copying from one container to another container. Yes. So today what we will be do, we will be studying related to this data flow, like how this data flow and is working with a data, and how those ETL processes are working with the data factory. So please confirm me whether you're getting my screen or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The screen is visible.
Okay. So let us now start from scratch itself, because I think a lot of resources are been deleted, because it is being deleted on daily basis. Why so? Because of the costing issue. So let us create one storage account first. And why I'm using the storage account only, because it is more convenient to understand also. If I can use SQL database also, I can use different resources also to gather this data. You have seen the list of resources from which we can import or we can export data, okay, while doing these data factory practicals. Okay, so let us create one storage account. For creating storage account, you need to search in the search bar with the name storage, and you need to select storage account. Okay, and when you will be selecting storage account, you need to click on plus create button, and then you will be moving to redirected to this create storage account form. So here again, okay, let us now see resource group has been not created today. So what we will be doing, we will be creating resource group here itself, and you will be choosing the same resource group. So I have given the name FDP day 4. Okay. So let me create a storage account, and then after this resource group will be getting created, and then you can start creating your storage account also. Let me give name to my storage account now. Let this region will be East US only. I need standard. Choose the reductancy with local reductant. Go to the next step. Go to the next step till review. Okay, and after reviewing, you will be creating one storage account. So see, the running final validation is going on, and I will be clicking on create button for creating this storage account. So this is how we have created the storage account. Now after deploying the storage account, you can also start the process of creating a storage account. So see, deployment is in progress, and here you can find whatever things is been deployed. And suppose if you want this deployment file, JSON file, so you can get that also, and you can put it in this command line, and you can run those JSON file to create or to deploy resources. Okay, so see, my storage account is being created now. So now you all can start creating your storage account also. Okay, so start creating your storage account. The resource group we will be taking Anupama ma'am, what you want to repeat? You want to repeat the storage account practical, or Anupama ma'am, are you there on the call? Okay. So the thing we have done to create a storage account, we have we need to go to the search bar and search for storage account. You need to select the storage account and click on this create button. And here you need to give some information to this Microsoft Azure, like what type of storage account you want. Okay. So you will be selecting the resource. Okay, you can select any resource like FDP day 4, which I have created. So you can select the resource group, and you need to give some name to your storage account. Give some name here, then choose the region which will be recommended by this Microsoft Azure, which is having low latency. Then choose the performance, like what type of performance you needed for your storage account. Then choose the reductancy option, where you will be choosing this local reductance. That's it. Those are the steps you need to follow. Then click on next, 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 till you get reached to this review state. And then after reviewing this state, you need to create a storage account. That's it.
Sir,
This is the
sir, how-
procedure you need to follow.
Sir, may I have a question? May I ask you?
Yes, please.
Sir, how much space will be created if you create a storage account in that? Is there any default space which
Yes,
can be
sir.
used for?
Yesterday only we have gone through this point also. Like
Okay, sir.
when we create a storage account, we will be getting 500 TB of space.
500 TB, sir, terabyte.
Yes, yes, sir.
Sir, if you wanted to extend later, we need to pay money or it will be free of cost later on. If you
No,
feel like
actually, sir, for creating storage account also, some compute sources are being provided by Microsoft Azure. So they will be charging like for till 500 TB, you can use this one storage account. And if you want to scale up that storage account, then they will be charging for that.
Okay, sir, thank you.
But some amount they will be charging at initial also.
Yeah, that is the thing I want to know, sir, for information
Yes.
and awareness. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And see, after creating storage account also, no, sir, the amount they will be charging according to the data you will be saving in this storage account. Got the point?
Yeah, this we can use for cloud and the various virtual machine.
Yes,
What
like a
application
lot
we
of
can
applications you can perform in this
database?
storage account also. So
Fine,
see,
sir.
you can convert the storage account into data warehouse, data mart, or here you can see 5 TB sharing capacity is what. And all the details, if you want to see related to the storage account, you will be going to this overview tab, and in the properties you can see all the details of the storage account. And
What about the validation, sir? Sir, what about the validation, sir? If we create a storage account, is it valid for 2 years, 1 year, or Google Drive?
No, no,
We
no,
have
no.
a
The
space, sir.
validation will be where in such a case, like the validation will be till how many days you are using your Azure account, sir.
Fine, sir.
Those many days you are having subscription with you, and those many days you are having credits in your accounts, so that will be you can use these resources. And after suppose those credits gets over, and after that also, if you have created some storage account, it will be getting saved to some data center. And when you will be putting one more credits to your account one more time, then it will be getting active after that. So it
Thank
will
you, sir.
never lose that. So see, while creating also storage account, we have seen yesterday there is one option the Microsoft is asking to us, access style, where we will be getting two options. One is hot and one is cold access style. So this cold access style is the type of storage account where we are only storing data, but we are not using frequently that storage account. For that, the Azure is providing a less amount of costing. Got the point?
Yes,
So
sir,
if
got
you
it.
have some kind of requirement, some kind of that requirement, then you can choose this cold storage account and you can use for your requirement. Okay. So now let us create two container in the storage account. Like yesterday, we have created input and output container. To create a container, where we need to go into this data storage, click on the containers. Then for creating container, you need to click on plus container button and give some name to your container. One is input, and one with output container. So this is how we will be creating one source and one sink. So one more container I will be creating with the name output. So see, just two types of container I have created now. Now what we will be doing for doing this data flow practical, what I have done here, I have created two Excel sheets. Okay, One is employee Excel sheet and second one is address Excel sheet. Okay. For just demonstrating this practical, I have created two Excel sheet. So in employee Excel sheet, you can see I'm having two columns. One is name and one is ID and one is name. So under ID, the employees are having some IDs, and under this ID, employees, their name is being saved. Okay. So this is one kind of data I'm having in the employee table, and in address table, I'm having ID and city. Like the ID with one employee is staying in this Mumbai city. Okay. So this kind of data is there with me. I have extracted. So let us assume we have extracted these two tables from some data source. And now what this my manager tells me, like, to combine these two tables and put it into one single database. Okay. So this is the operation, such kind of operations we can perform with the help of data factory. Under this data factory, we can perform with data flow. Okay. So now what we will be doing, we need to create a data factory first. Okay. So let us create a data factory now. So for creating a data factory, you need to go to this search bar, or if you have created yesterday, it will be shown in this recent tab. So just click on data factory, where you will be seeing this data factory option under these services. So click on this data factory, and to create a data factory, you need to click on this create data factory button, or you can go in this corner, left hand side corner, where you will be finding the option of create button. Click on that create button, and then after you will be redirected to this create data factory form, where we need to specify the requirement, like how we need our data factory to be deployed. So what we will be doing, we will be choosing the subscription plan, and after the subscription plan, under which resource group we want to put our data factory, that we will be selecting here. Then we need to put some instance detail, like Microsoft Azure is asking some instance detail to be put for your data factory. So give some name to your data factory. So I can use same name what I have given to my storage account. Otherwise, you can give any different name for your data factory. So the region you should choose, which will be recommended by Microsoft Azure only. Otherwise, some latency issue might be you will be getting at that if you choose other region. So let me change the name of this data factory. Okay, so this is the name what I want to give to my data factory. Now choose the version and click on review plus create button. So this is how we will be reviewing and creating the data factory. So yesterday we have gone through these middle steps, and I have explained you how you can configure your Git account or Azure DevOps account to this data factory, and how you can set the networking part also. Okay, so let us create a data factory. So this is how we have created the data factory and storage account, and under the storage account we have created one input container and one output container. Okay, so those two steps we have performed till now. And now what the thing we will be doing, click on go to resource. So this is the data factory of mine. Okay, so hope so you people have also performed this two steps. Now what I will be doing, I will be pasting this two CSV file in the chat also. So you can use the same CSV file. Otherwise, you can create your own file also, because these files I have created right now only for demonstrating this data flow practical. You can put your, you can use your file also.
How you are taking those Excel files, sir? Just now you made a 2 Excel file. I have a question, may I ask you?
Yes,
Just
yes,
now
please.
you have taken 2 file Excel. One is having the city names, another is having the name of ID and name. Now we said we need to create two resources. One is the data factory, and earlier it was one more tool you said, sir, under which we will be taking data factory. How can you take these 2 Excel files into this data factory?
So that I need to explain to you all, because see, right now till here, what we have done, we have created one storage account. Under this storage account, I have created 2 containers. So
Fine,
under
sir.
this 2 container, no file is there, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay. So that I will be demonstrating like how you will be including those 2 file Excel sheet into this storage account, and from storage account how you will be exporting to this data factory. Okay, so that I will be demonstrating, but let me see, I can put those 2 file here in the chat. I think I can't put this thing. Dinah, you know how to change the settings of these teams?
For they, what's the we can't attach, right?
Huh. This attachment option is not showing
No,
here.
no. Actually, I was also trying. I don't know. What sir can do? Can you, sir, can you please attach to me in the Teams? Then I'll be
Okay, fine.
posting in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, fine. Let me do that. So see, this attachment is not showing in this. I don't know why so. See, Diana, I have sent those 2 files to you.
Sure, I'll be attaching in the WhatsApp group.
Yes. Bhargav sir, what you have sent to me in the chat? Bhargav sir, are you there on the call? Okay, now what we will be doing, we will be importing these 2 Excel sheet in our container. How to import that? We have gone already yesterday. Open the container, and where you will be finding one upload option. Okay, click on the upload option and click on the browse for files and redirect this file
Sir, I have
which you want to
shared
import.
the files into the WhatsApp group. Faculties, you can download the files from the WhatsApp group.
Okay. So faculties, you can please download those two files which I have created. Otherwise, you can create your own files also. So see, this two file I have uploaded in this input container. So here you can see the name of the container where I have uploaded these two files. One is with employee table and another one is with the address table. And those two file is in Excel format. Okay. And here you
So
can
after,
see the type of file. It will be saved as a blob actually.
sir, I have a
Yes,
Excuse
sir.
me,
question.
sir.
Anyone having doubt?
Yeah, sir, after creating container and data factory, now you said there are two files we need to upload into container. After creating container and data factory, how to view the data factory which we created recently, sir? Where to go?
What you
Container.
are saying, sir?
First, you explained us how to create a container. Yes, sir. And in which you said about how to create a data factory. In which we are first we have created a container, and then in which you have said how to create a data factory, and then you said two elements are input and output. I have made it. I wanted to view the container which I have created recently, sir. M Murugan 123 I gave just now for the
So see, sir,
name.
when you face such kind of issue now, this is your home page. Go to home page, and in recent tab now, you will be getting those resources which you have created recently.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Fine, sir.
Click on now. See,
Excuse
I
me,
have
sir.
created a storage account in which I have given this two containers, and under this two container, I have uploaded two files in my input container.
I got
Yes,
it.
anyone would like to ask me any doubt?
Excuse me, sir. How you have gone to that container, sir? After creating that data factory, I got that screen, sir. After that, to go back to the container which I have created, how to move, sir?
So, ma'am, you need to go to this home button. Okay, home dashboard. Okay, where in this recent tab now you will be getting the resources which you have created recently. So see, this is the storage account I have created. This is the data factory which I have created recently. And if I want to go to the container, I will be going to the storage account. I will be searching for containers in under this data storage. I will be clicking on containers, and see, I'm getting my two containers here. Got it, ma'am?
Gone to the data factory, sir. There I am able to get back the data factory which I created. It is showing me launch studio. That screen I'm getting, sir.
Okay, do one thing at the corner. See here. So this is the screen you are getting. I'm thinking so, right? Just a
Put
second.
in the
This is the
chat,
screen
sir.
you are getting, right? Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is the screen you are getting, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So see here, one home option is there. Click on that home,
Yes,
and you will be redirected to your home dashboard page.
sir, could you
Then
please
after,
repeat once again?
so this is your screen, right?
Sir.
Okay, click on the home tab. See in the left hand corner at the top. Or just click on this Microsoft Azure also. Na? You will be redirecting to this whole dashboard itself.
Sir, there are two files you made it. We have to add in input or output, sir, in the data.
So, sir, see, actually what we have done, we have got two files from different sources. Okay. And what the task our manager has given to us to join those two files and make it one and choose the common inputs from those two files only. Okay. So for that, we need to store in input, like which will be our source container, na, where we need to store those files.
Fine.
So at this time, what is my source in container?
The file which you have taken employee or something in the uploaded in WhatsApp group.
No.
This
I'm
is-
talking about my source container, and one is sync container.
Okay, sir.
So under source container, which is my source container right now here? So this is input container is my source container. Got the point, sir?
Yeah, got this.
Yes. Any more doubts? Please let me know.
So we need to browse and drag that in one of the Excel sheet file, no sir?
Yes, ma'am. You can either drag also, you can click on browse for files also, and where you will be redirecting where you want your file is being stored in your local computer.
Sir, so we need to drag that Excel. Once we say browse, we'll find the files, just drag and place there.
That can be also working. Yes, sir. You can open it in different tab also. That can be also possible. Yes, Gayatri ma'am, you're saying something.
We need to upload once again, sir. Press the upload button.
Yes, ma'am. You see, I'm describing you one more time the procedure. Go to this container, and here I will be clicking on input container, and here I need to click on upload button, and I just drag and drop the file which you want to put here, or you can click on this browse for file. So this is the file I want to add, right? So click on open, and after opening this file, you need to click on upload button. Got it, ma'am?
And both the files we need to upload.
Yes, you need to upload both the files in this input container. Should we move further now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So now this is the scenario we are having. So right now we are having two data sets in our one input container, and we need to combine these two data set into one Excel sheet or into one data set by doing the joining operations. Okay. So now what I will be doing, I will be going with data factory, where I will be searching for my data factory. Okay. So this is the data factory which I have created. So I will be clicking on this data factory, and I will be clicking on Launch Studio, because whatever operations is been done in the data factory, those operations will be done under this Azure Data Factory Studio. Okay, so click on Launch Studio. So when you will be clicking on Launch Studio, so new tab gets open, and under this new tab you will be getting interface of Data Factory Studio. Yes, everyone got this Data Factory Studio?
Yes, sir. Where we can view, sir, data factory after selecting data factory launching option, where we can able to see it.
So see, sir, here in this place you will be sitting. When you will be opening your Data Factory tab, so here you will be getting Launch Studio option.
Fine, sir. Yeah, got it, sir.
Sir, after launching.
Yes. After launching, ma'am, you will be getting this interface of Azure Studio, Data Factory Studio. Okay. Everyone got this Azure Data Factory Studio?
Which
Yes,
option
sir.
you have to select, sir? After launching, there are 4 options. You
No,
just
sir. Just click on launch. Just click on this launch button. It will be opening the new tab. It will be redirecting you to this Data Factory Studio itself.
fine.
Just click on this launch studio. Yes, how many of you have got this Data Factory launch studio on your screen? Anyone having problem, please ask me. I will be guiding you. So yesterday also we have performed some operations on this studio, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now the
Yes, sir.
same thing we will be doing here also in this practical. So you will be clicking on this left hand side. There is one menu is there where you need to expand that menu and click on author. Expand that menu, click on author. So yesterday we have created one pipeline, and now we will be under this pipeline we will be creating one data flow. Okay, how the data will be flow from the pipeline, and while flowing this data, what type of operations we will be doing on that data, that we need to demonstrate here. Got it?
Sir, under
So go to this
pipeline.
author tab. Go to this author tab and create one new pipeline. So for creating a pipeline, there is a 3 dot in front of the name of these pipelines. So click on that pipeline and create a new pipeline. So see, one new pipeline is created. Under this pipeline, what type of activity you want to perform? Here you can demonstrate that. Okay. So right now we want to perform a data flow activity. Okay. So what we will be doing, we will be clicking on move and transform, and we will be just picking this data flow and dragging and dropping it into this working space. And here you can give some name to your pipeline, like I'm giving here data flow. You can give any name. Okay. So see, data flow pipeline is being created now. Okay. But here we need to do some settings. Okay. But before doing some settings, we need to create one data flow. So for creating a data flow, we need to import the resources, the sources, okay, which we have imported in our input folder or input container. So let us do that. So for creating a data flow, here you will be getting one option of data flows. Click on that option, create a new data flow. So there is 3 dots are there here in this section. Click on these 3 dots and you will be getting option of creating new data flow. So click on this new data flow and you will be redirected to this data flow procedure. So here is your pipeline and here is your data flow. Okay. Yes, till here everyone got it. Now the procedure we will be starting of doing data flow procedure. Okay. So here from here the data flow practical gets started. Okay. So any one of you are having any doubt, please ask me.
So after creating data flow, is there any option to click on create, or it will be taken instantly?
After clicking on create button, it will directly create one data flow.
Fine.
So let us give some name to this data flow. I will be giving join name, join operation, join ops cutoff. Okay. So this is the name I have given to my data flow with this join operation. Now here in this dotted line, you can see one diagram is being shown in this, where you will be seeing the one arrow, and here some thing is written. What is that? Add source. What it is asking, you want to add source here. So yes, I want to add source. I will be clicking on this arrow and I will be adding source. So see, one source has been added here. So now what I want to do, I want to add this storage account source which I have created. Let me show you that also. So this is the source I am having, input source. I want to add this input source in this position, okay, to this data factory. So for that, what the things I needed? I needed to create one link service with my storage account. Okay, I need to create one link service from data factory to my storage account. So I will be clicking on this source one, and under this source one, I can change whatever things I can monitor, or whatever things I want to change, I can change it from this bottom tab. Okay, from here. So if you want to give some name to this, you can give some name here. Then what type of data set you want to add to this source one, that I need to specify. So for that, I will be creating on this, I will be clicking on this new button. Under this data set, I will be clicking on this new button. So see, after clicking on this new button, the Azure is asking me, okay, so you want to add some data set to this source. Okay, so what is the type of your data set? So my type of my data set is Azure Blob Storage. Then I will be clicking on continue. So what is the type of file in your data set? This is the Azure is asking me. This is how the Azure is asking me. So what is the type of my data here in the input container? It is Excel sheet, right? So here I will be choosing Excel sheet. Okay, and I will be clicking on continue. Okay, so do you want to create a link service for that? Yes, I want to create a link service. So here he will be asking, like Azure is asking to me, like whether you want to create a link service. Then click on new button. Okay, so I will be clicking on new button, and I will be redirecting my, or I will be giving path to my storage account, where my storage account is. So that storage account of mine is under EF subscription, and under the storage account name, I will be searching for my storage account which I have created. So this is the name which name of my storage account. So I will be selecting this name, Mahesh123. Now keep all these settings by default only. So here you can see auto integration runtime is by default is been set. Authentication type key account is by default it is been set. Then test connection to link services. You are using link services, so it is already link services is been choose. Now you will be clicking on create button. Click on create button. Okay, so successfully created a link service with your storage account. With this storage account, our data factory is been successfully connected now. Okay, now we need to provide some we need to provide the path where our file is been saved. So where our file is been saved here in this storage account, in this input container. So let us give that path in this set properties. So for giving the path, you will be clicking on this folder. Click on this folder, and you will be getting two root folder. So this is the two container which I have created in this storage account. Okay, so where are the files where I'm having those two files? This two file, where I'm having this two file in my source container. What's the name of that source container? Input. Okay, so I will be choosing this input. and I will be selecting one file. Okay, only one file I will be selecting. I will be not selecting two files. Why so? Because we want to perform join operation between those two files. Okay, so right now I will be selecting only one file. So let us select this employee file. Okay, click on OK. And this is how I have given one source to my data factory. Like this is one source from where you want to fetch this employee file from this Mahesh123 storage account. Okay, so click on, and here what the thing you will be doing. This is the Excel sheet, right? So here one option you need to search. Okay, you need to give sheet name, like under this Excel. This is the Excel file, right? This is the Excel file. Let me open it. This is the employee Excel file. And this employee Excel file, where is my data? It is under sheet 1. Okay. Under sheet 2, there is nothing. Okay. The data is under my sheet 1. So I need to specify that. So I need to specify that. So for that, what I will be doing, I will be specifying, I need to select sheet 1. Okay. And whether you want to use row as a header. So here you can see I have given some headings like ID and names are there. So those are my heading. So the Microsoft Azure is asking me whether you want to give your first row as a header. You want to give your first row as a header. Yes, I want to give this thing. Okay. And how the import schema you want to perform from connection or store or from sample file. So I need to import, I need this schema to be import from connection to store, because why? We have created one connection with the storage account, Azure Blob Storage, and from that storage, I need to fetch this file. So I will be choosing this import schema. Now, let me choose this first row as a header, and now I will be clicking on OK button. So this is how I have connected with my storage account, and from that storage account I have fetched one file with the name employee. So see here, you will be getting two columns. Okay, column equals to 2 in total. So you can see in my employee table also I am having two columns only. So this is how you can check it whether you have done the proper thing. Okay, now
after creating that data flow, suppose you wanted to add one more sheet. So after adding it, sir, if you wanted to edit and add one more sheet into the early file, is it possible to add?
no, I'm not getting you, sir. Can you elaborate more to me?
Yes, sir. Actually, source one, you have added two files we have already in so input source. One is employee and one more is more file you have taken. Employee you opted. In that employee, you have made only one sheet. And suppose there if you have made three sheets, assume we have made three sheets in employee Excel. Unfortunately, we have selected only sheet 1. And in data flow is count is showing 2. Later on, you wanted to edit the one which you have created. Can we add one more sheet along with sheet 1? That is my question, sir.
So the thing, I got your query. So what is happening, sir, here? So when I can create number of sources, and in one sheet I can put this one source.
Okay, sir.
Okay, suppose this Excel sheet is having, and in sheet 2 also I'm having some data, and in sheet 1 also I'm having some data. So how this data flow is working? So when I will be creating this source 1, where I will be specifying sheet 1 data only, this sheet 1 data. So actually what is happening in Excel sheet, this sheet 1 is considered as one table. Got my point?
I got it, sir. My question is, unfortunately, you have taken it. If you wanted to edit the one which you have created, can you add one more sheet? Yeah, how can you edit?
So see, sir, here you are having this edit option.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay. So till here, any doubts you people are having, please ask me. Rajeshwari ma'am, have you sorted your doubts? Anupama ma'am, Gayatri ma'am, what is the issue? You want to repeat the procedure one more time? Oh, ma'am, Gayatri ma'am, actually, we haven't performed any join operation yet. Yet we need to perform this join operation. What we have done, we have just link our data factory to the storage account, and from that storage account, we have fetch one file with the name employee. That's it. Okay, Anupama ma'am, should I repeat one more time for you? Please give me some. Okay, fine, Anupama ma'am. I will be repeating one more time. So this is the thing we will be doing right now. Anupama ma'am, it's okay if I start from here, or should I start from creating data flow? Okay, from data flow, I need to start. Okay. So this is my pipeline. This pipeline is clear with you all. Okay. Now what we will be doing, we will be creating one new data flow. Okay. So let us click on this three dot in front of this data flow name, and where you will be finding these three options, new data flow. Click on new data flow, and you will be redirected. After clicking on data flow, it will be redirecting you to this data flow procedure, in which you can give some name to your data flow. Give some name, any name you can give it. Otherwise, if you don't want to give name, by default the name will be getting set as a data flow 1. So this is the name I have given to my data flow. Now I want to link this data factory to my storage account which I have created. Okay, and I want to fetch these two files from this source container which with the name input. Okay, now you will be clicking on this arrow is there. You will be clicking on this arrow. You will be finding two options here. One is add source and one is add flowlet. Okay, so don't worry about this flowlet right now. Let us concentrate on this add source. Okay, so click on this add source, and one source you will be getting, you will be seeing like one source is being created by this data factory. Okay, and now we need to add this input source in our this source one. So how we will be adding this one? So in this bottom of this tab, you will be finding one dataset option. Under source setting, you will be finding one dataset option. Under this dataset option, there is one plus new button. So click on that plus new button. So it will be asking you like where or what type of resource you are having from which you want to extract the data, or from which you want to link this data factory. So I want to link my data factory with storage account. So I will be clicking on this Azure tab, and I will be checking this Azure blob storage. Okay, I will be clicking on this Azure blob storage, and then I will be clicking on continue button. Now the Azure is asking me like what type of data you want to fetch from that storage account. So what type of data I'm having in my source account, source container? I'm having Excel file format, right? Excel file format. So I will be choosing this Excel sheet. Okay. And I will be clicking on continue button. Okay. So then this Azure is asking me whether you want to create a new link service to your storage account. So if I have created already, so I can choose this link service, and if I haven't created already, so I will be choosing this new option. So this is the new option. After clicking on new option, the Azure will be giving you some form for creation of link service, where you need to select under which subscription this storage account is. That subscription you need to select. So this storage account is under our EF subscription, and search for the storage account which you have created. This is the list of storage account. So in that you want to see your storage account name. So this is the name I have given to my storage account, and just click on create button. After clicking on create button, here one notification you will be seeing, successfully created. Now the thing you need to do, you can see here one successfully link service is being created with your storage account with the name Azure Blob Storage 2. Now the Azure is telling us like, I have created one successfully link service with your storage account. Now tell me which file you want to add to this source one. Okay, so I want to add this any one file from this input container. So what I will be doing, I will be specifying path. For specifying path, I will be going to this browser folder, and I will be clicking on this browser, and here I will be selecting where is my data. Okay, so right now my data is under input container, so I will be choosing this input folder. And under this input folder, I want to import only one file. Why so one file? Because I want to perform join operation, right? Join operation between these two files, right? So for now, I will be adding only one source, okay? And then after I will be adding two sources, and then I will be joining this two file, and I will be performing join operation. So let us now, at this time, I will be choosing only one file. So I have chosen this. I have choose this employee.excel file. Now here I need to specify under this employee file, which is the sheet on which sheet my data is there. Okay. So here in this Excel, you can see on sheet 1 my data is there. So this is the table I want to select. So for that, I will be selecting the sheet 1 name. Okay. So this is the sheet 1 name where my data is there. And again, the question is asked by Azure whether you want to keep first row as a header. So yes, my first row I'm putting my headings only, right? So ID and name, those are my headings only. So whether this Azure is asking me whether you want to put this data as a header. So yes, I want to put this data as a header. So I will be checking this box. Okay. And after this checking this box, I will be clicking on OK button. So this is how I have extracted data from my storage account. And to pre-check this thing, here you can see two columns gets added to this source account, and here you can see import data from Excel 2. Okay, so this is how you have created one source. Got it, Anupama ma'am? Okay, thank you. Anyone having doubt related to this, please let me know. Okay, should we move further now? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, like the source one, we will be creating one more source. Okay. So let us click on the arrow and create one more source. Now this is the source one and this is the source two. Now again, I want to paste this address file also, right? So the same operations I will be doing. I will be clicking on new button. I will be choosing the type of resources what I am having with me. And under this type of resources, what type of file I want to extract. Continue. Now here I will be not needed to create a new link source. Okay, but why? Because already the link services is being created with this storage account Mahesh123 and this data factory. So I will be choosing the same link source which I have created, and I will be specifying the path, like where is this file is being stored. So this file is being stored under this input folder, and choose the address. Choose that file and click on OK. Now here I need to add under which sheet this file data is there. Okay, so this data is under sheet 1 only. Okay, and you want to use first row as a header, you will be checking this box. Okay, and you will be clicking on OK button. Okay, so this is how we have configured our source 1 and source 2 in the data factory. Now what we will be doing, we will be clicking on this source 1. In front of source 1 there is one plus button is there. Click on that plus button, where now what type of operation I need to do under to this 2 file? I need to perform join operations. So see, and you can find any join operation here. Please see the list. Yes, it is there. So I need to perform join operation. So I will be performing this join operations. I will be clicking on this join operations. Let me explain you one more time. Click on plus button, where you will be finding under multiple inputs and outputs, you will be finding one join operation. Click on these join operations. So here you can see these 2 columns gets added to this join 1 operation also. Okay, now you can give any name to this join operations, and now here you have defined like source 1 is your left stream, and you need to define which is your right stream. Okay, now to perform any join operation, suppose to perform any join operation, this is my one source 1 and this is my source 2. Okay, and I want to combine this source 1 and source 2 into one file itself. Okay, now let me write it this. This is my source 1 and this is my source 2, and I want to combine this source with join operation. Join operation. Okay, and these join operations I want to store in one table. Okay, so this is the operations I need to do with my data factory. Okay, so we have created this one. Okay, we have created this one. We have created this one, and for this join we have created now, and now we need to create this join. So it is not created. Okay, and this is thing also not created yet. Okay, so we need to create this operation for joining these 2 tables. So what we will be doing, we will be choosing now this is my left stream and this is my right stream. Okay, so left stream I have already connected. Now right stream I need to specify. So how I will be specifying? I will be clicking on this arrow and I will be choosing the name of my right stream. So what is the name of my right stream here? Source 2. See, automatically one join operation is being conducted, and here you can see the column is being increased to 4 value. Okay, it was 2 and it was now increased to 4 value. Now here what type of joint I need to perform? Like you people might be knowing, in SQL we are performing one join operation. Okay, so what are the types of join operations we are performing here? One is here itself I can show you. One is full order join, like the values which are there in the right stream and left stream, all the values will be getting counted and those values will be getting combined. And inner join, where the common values which are there from the right and left stream, they will be getting combined and they will be they will be getting joined. In the left order join, whatever values there in the left stream which are common and which are uncommon, those values will be taken, and in the right stream, which are the values which are common between this left and right, those only value will be taken. So this concept you people might be knowing, right? Left order, right order join, inner join, and full order join. Am I right or wrong? You know the concept?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Okay. So now, what type of join operation I need to perform on this? So I will be choosing inner order join. Okay. So which are the common values? Those common values will be taken in this my sync folder. Okay. So for that also I need to perform one join condition. So when we can join these two table, when we will be having one common column between these two table. Okay. So which is the common column I'm having here? ID, right?
It
I'm
is
having
right.
ID. Okay. ID column is the common column between the source 1 and source 2. So that
Sir,
is the reason I have selected ID.
I have one question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if ID, if you select the name, say another place, you have given number, sir. ID, the title only ID. In other place, you have given number. The values are 1, 2, 3, 4. There also value are 1, 2, 3, 4. Fortunately, we have given two different names, titles, ID and number. One
Yes.
in Excel sheet. In that case, how do you resolve these conflicts? Is it possible
So
to do
in
it?
that case, I need to first make it into the one form only, like in one Excel sheet now. So
Yeah.
what I have done
Okay.
here, I have chosen this option, use first row as a header. Remember?
Yes, sir. Is it
Yes.
required to have the same name in both the places?
Yes, yes. The
Right.
same name should be there. For joining operation, at least we should need same name.
Fine, sir. It happen when you write SQL queries, sir. Fortunately, when you join operation in join out join, there is a table is there. We'll be writing the employee. Say, somewhere you write a EMP number, somewhere you write E number. In that case, we
Yes,
write
yes.
first,
That is
first
the
table
query
dot E
thing, na?
number.
We are
Yeah,
specifying.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
here
that
we are
option is there.
specifying with GUI, na? So here
Yeah,
we
fine,
can't do
sir.
that one.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So also you can do one thing, sir. Here also you can do one thing. Suppose here I got your point. Here is ID is there and here some name is there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So here
Yes,
you
sir.
will be getting list of that. So list of, let me show you. List of columns. So see here ID, city. So you will be choosing name at this point.
Okay.
I sorted your problem, right?
Yes, sir. Shortcuts.
Yes. So suppose in my address, ID is not there. I have given some different name to this ID. Okay. I have given serial number. So I will be choosing serial number. So this is the condition where I'm
Right.
specifying.
Right.
Okay. Which is, what is the condition I'm specifying here? Whether it is equal to, whether they are both are common, whether they are not common, greater than equal to, lesser than equal to. Okay. So here also you can perform these things.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So after doing this join operation, now what we need to do, we need to create one sync folder also, right? The sync folder where we want to save these two data into one container, which is the sync folder we have created. This output one, right? So this is the sync folder we have created. Now click on this plus button, and at the bottom you will be finding destination. Under this destination, click on this sync folder. Okay. So here you can see 3 column is being getting generated automatically. Now can I know how the 3 column is getting generated? ID name is there in my 2 file. There are 4 columns. Here I'm having 4 columns and here I'm having 3 columns. Why so? Anyone can tell this thing?
Sir, I'm not getting the point. Can you repeat? Zinc folder, you said something.
Sync.
Zinc. SINK. Okay, zinc. Where we can get, sir? Zinc. Then I will answer the question. Answer for the question.
You will be
sir.
clicking on this plus button, sir, after
Plus
join.
button only.
And at the bottom in the destination, you will be getting sync folder.
Oh, yes, sir. So what is
Got
your
it,
question,
sir?
sir? Yeah, you
My
asked
question
some
is
question.
like here I'm having in my join operation, I'm having 4 columns.
Hmm.
2 are coming from source 1, 2 are coming from source 2.
Okay.
But in my sync, I'm getting only 3 columns. Why so?
There may be common column, that is why it is taking distinct. Is it so, sir?
Sir, ID is same.
Distinct.
That's why.
ID is common in both.
So
ID
that
is
is the
common,
reason.
right? So
Yeah.
here you can see if I use this full order join, then what the value I will be getting here? If I
2 to
use
4.
instead of inner join, I have used full order join. What will be the column value I will be getting here?
In that case,
That will be 4, right?
4. Yes. Yes,
Yes.
of course.
So that depends on the type of join you are using. Okay. So that I want to let you know. So now this is the sync folder where 3 values are coming, but this sync folder is not having any data set. Like here you can see one error is there in red mark data set. So here we need to add this, like we need to give some reference of our output to this sync folder. Okay. For that, click on this new button, click on this Azure, like because we are having this output folder in our storage resource only. If it might be in MySQL also, it might be in any other resources also, but for demonstrating, for making simpler this making simple this practical, I have used the same storage account. So I will be using this storage account. Click on and type of file I want to get it in my output. So here you can't see Excel sheet. So I will be choosing CSV file. Okay, because my output file will be in CSV format and my input file are there in the Excel format, and that input file I will be transforming it in CSV format. And what the transformation operation I have done, I have joined those 2 files. Now click on continue. Now here already link service is being created by me with this storage account Mahesh123. I will be choosing these link services and I will be specifying here the path where I need to paste these sync data. Okay, so this is the output folder I will be choosing and I will be clicking on OK button. So this is the file path I will be giving. Browse the file, choose the output folder and click on OK button. Okay, now
question.
here it
May
will
I
be
have a
asking
question?
me. Yes, yes,
Sir, I
sir.
have a question. May I ask you?
Yes, Murugan sir, please.
Sir, where to begin the output, sir? You said right from beginning, the output you said started with where to go, sir? Data set.
Which one you are talking, sir?
So output, you just know you started how to do output data source.
Let me cancel the step. I will be doing one more time.
Yes, sir.
Go to this data set, click on this new button, go to Azure. Got till here, sir?
Sir, where you have to go, sir? Can you tell me once again?
Yes. You click on sync first. Click on this sync folder. Sync.
Okay.
Then at the bottom, you will be finding one red mark square is there. Data set. So Azure is asking us, please specify the data set from where you want to place this output.
Okay.
Have you got this data set?
I got it, sir.
Click on new button. Click on Azure.
New data set. Yeah.
Click on Azure. Click on blob storage. Why so blob storage? Because our output folder, output container is where in blob storage only. So click on continue. and the type of output we want it in CSV file. So I have chosen this CSV file only. So after choosing the CSV file, click on continue. You can give some name here also, but no need to give name. Keep it by default only. So which link service you want to use? Now you have created one link service already for this thing, right? For importing source 1 and source 2. So the same link service I will be using. Why? Because under this storage account only I'm having this output container. So choose the link service which you have created now. Now give the path where your output folder is there, where your output container is there. So click on this browse folder, and from input and output, where you want to store your output in this output container. So this is your sync container, right? So choose this sync container and click on OK button. Okay, so this is how you will be giving file path to your sync. And here, make sure like you will be choosing this first row as a header. Okay, check this first row as a header and click on OK button. Okay, so this is how we have created one join operation where we are performing two table join into one. Okay, now how to run this thing? Okay, now how to run this thing? First of all, you need to click on data flow debug. Okay, so if you click on data flow debug, it will be checking like whether all the data is being in the right position. Okay, otherwise just click on publish all. Click on publish all. So see, error will be getting validation mode model is not performed. So to validate your data, you need to first debug this thing. Okay, so click on this debug option, and when you will be clicking on debug option, one compute resource will be getting allocated, but we haven't created any compute resource. That is what integration runtime. But by default, at the time of creation of data factory, one compute integration is being created. That integration is being selected by default. So compute size is what? Small. And debug time to live is 1 hour. So you can change like the specified time. So by default, it is 1 hour. Click on OK. So for 1 hour, this process will be active. Okay, for 1 hour, this process will be active on these two resources, on these two data sources. Okay, and you can see the debug process get started. And now this thing you can publish. Okay, so this is how you have debug this thing, and here you will be seeing one notification. Cluster is ready for session for running this cluster. It is ready. Okay, now what we will be doing? This is the validation we have done with the data flow. Now the thing you will be doing before going to this publish option, you will be going to this pipeline data flow. The pipeline which we have created previously, you need to go there, and what you have done, you have copy. You will be clicking on this move and transform activity, and from this move and transform activity, you will be copying data flow activity in this blank space, and where you will be clicking on this setting button, and in this setting button you will be specifying the name of the data flow which you want to perform under this activity. So what is the name of my data flow? It is join oops. Okay, so I will be choosing this name. Okay, and this is how I have defined my activity under my pipeline. So this is the data flow I want to run under this pipeline. Okay, this is the data flow with the name join ops. I want to run this data flow under my data flow pipeline. And now what I will be doing, I will be clicking on trigger now. Okay, before clicking on trigger now, we should publish all the steps which we have performed. Okay, we should publish all the steps which we have performed. For publishing, you will be finding option at the top. So click on that, and here you will be getting all the steps which you have performed till now. Those steps you will be publishing by clicking on publish button. So click on publish button, and already all the steps will be getting published on the cloud. And after getting published completed, you will be triggering now the process. Okay, so let us now trigger the process. So click on add trigger and click on trigger now. So see, click on OK, and this is how you will be running your data flow operation. So successfully running data flow. And if you want to find the status of that, you will be clicking on view pipeline run, view pipeline run. So till here, any doubt you people are having? So this is how we will be running we will be doing data flow under one pipeline.
Sir, could
Please
you
let
please
me know.
repeat this data flow one after publish, sir?
Okay, Gayatri ma'am, you can do one thing. Now you can share your screen so I can guide you. Where you got stuck, let me see that first. Let me make you as a presenter.
I have made her.
Okay, fine. Yes, Gayatri ma'am, please share your screen and let us know where you got stuck.
Sir, actually, I have not taken the common column, sir. I have done later. I opened the Excel and then I changed the column name, but then it's not reflecting the updates.
Okay, do one thing now then. Let me show you that. Go to your data flow under the join operation. Now let this process be complete and then I can show you. Actually, it is under running state. Otherwise, you can share your screen, ma'am. I can show you on. I can guide you that also. Please share your screen. So the compute source is smaller. That is why it is taking too much time, or it might be some internet issue. Actually, it should not take that much time. So here you can see the source one, source two, join operation. This is the status what you will be seeing for this sync operation and joining data flow operation. So here is the status of acquiring compute, last update, edit data flow. From here also you can edit the data flow. Yes, anyone of you can tell me your doubts so we can resolve those doubts and let us move to the next practical of machine learning.
Sir, can you repeat the data flow step again?
Which step you want to repeat me, sir?
Sir, data flow, in the data flow, then there are
Sir, you can share your screen. You can share your screen. I can guide you if possible.
Sir,
So
could you
see, my
please
data
let me
flow
know
is
where
being.
is the option for sharing, sir?
Oh, let me make you presenter now first.
Both
Gayatri ma'am, you are
presenter. Both
mode.
Gayatri ma'am and also Sanjay sir, I have made it a presenter.
Gayatri ma'am, see
Trying,
here
sir,
at
but
this.
I'm not finding the option of sharing.
Here you will be finding. You are getting my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So here you will be finding option.
Just near to the
Besides
mic,
this,
ma'am.
near to mic.
Near to the mic.
Yes. Okay, Sanjay sir has shared the screen. Yes, Sanjay sir. Now you can tell me what the issue you are getting. So this is the
Sir,
this procedure has been completed by you, right?
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now go to this pipeline which you have created. Click on that. Okay. Now click on the data flow one in this box is there now under this white space. Click on that. Go to this what under this. Go to settings. No, first click on this data flow activity and then go to setting. Now choose the data flow which you have created under this. So this is the same data flow which you have created, right? Or
Yes,
join
sir.
oops you have created.
Yes.
Okay. Now, after creating this, you will be publishing this all.
Okay. It's showing publishing error.
Why? Because you haven't validate your model. Okay. So for that, you need to validate your data flow model, which you have created. So go to this data flow model.
Sir, this one validate.
No, sir. You need to go to this data flow model first.
Validate. So I have done the validation. That data flow debug has already been done from my side.
Okay. Okay, then it's okay. Go to this pipeline then. So how many steps are it is showing for publishing? 7 or 2? I think 7 steps are there. Click on this validate, sir.
No sync transformation found in the data flow.
Okay, so sync transformation is not there. That means you have not performed the proper model in the data flow. Open this data flow model. Let me check that also. Yes, and click on sync. Now go downside. Downside tab is there. Click on this sync. Downside, sir. Downside. You haven't given reference where you want to store the data. So see, first tab is there, sync tab is there. At the bottom, sir. Near setting. Scroll down.
Yes, sir.
Specify this data set. Delimited text is there, na? Specify this.
It's there, sir. Delimited text one.
So this join oops error you are getting or what? Delete this join oops data model. Delete this data model first. Join oops data model is there, na? Delete that one. Join oops.
Okay.
Now go to the pipeline. Now choose the setting. Go to the settings. And under setting, choose the data model which you have created. Select the data flow. 1. Okay, done. Now debug this thing. Okay, so it has been progress. Pipeline status in progress. So let it be debug and then you can publish it. So after successfully debugging na sir, you can publish this all and you can then trigger now. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Gayatri ma'am, you can share your screen also. So we can solve your problem.
Stop sharing.
Sir,
Gayatri ma'am,
unable to share it, sir, because I don't have the camera.
what you don't have?
Due to lack of camera problem, sir, that share option is grey. It's not active, sir.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Let me know what thing you wanted from me. Like I can explain to you.
Nothing, sir. Actually, I did a mistake. I've not taken common fields.
Common ID, right?
I took
So
all
see, ma'am, you
unique.
can do one thing. You can do one thing. Open your data factory now. When you will be in this author tab, in this data flow operation, you will be clicking on this operation and you will be clicking on join operation. And under join operation, you can enter this thing, two things. You can do the edit.
So I have a
Okay.
question, may I ask you?
Yes, please, sir.
Sir, the steps we have given from the beginning, data store and container, and adding all Excel files and the input and output categories. Sir, could you give us the material which you have given just 2 days ago?
Sir,
It was very nice.
recordings we are already giving to you. Under this recording now, you will be finding each and every steps. Just go with the recordings instead of I think going with materials now. And materials also we will be giving to you all. Like I'm thinking to create one handbook itself. Like it is being created already. I will be sharing that handbook with you all people, so you can refer step by step experiments in that file.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Any more doubts, faculties, please ask me. Okay, so now see, we have run this pipeline under which we are having one data flow also. Okay, which is what this data flow talks all about. It talks about joining these two data. Now let us see the output folder of ours. Previously it was no data was there in this folder. So here you can see one success file is been generated and one different. This name is being given by this Azure only, and this is the file where we have joined these two files. Okay, let me preview this thing also. So see ID, name, and city. So this is the type of join we have performed, where we have joined these two tables, one with ID, name, and city. So this is the practical which we have performed with the data flow, and you can also perform it at your side. If any issue, any doubts you people are having, you can ask here either later also or tomorrow also. You can ask us. Like Dinah is there, me is there for solving your doubts. So anyone has completed successfully? Anyone has completed successfully this practical?
Sir, one simple doubt, sir. After publishing, once the errors are fixed, how you have got the? How did you run that, sir?
Means I'm not getting your point. So should I explain one more time to you all? Will that work for you?
After publishing, you can explain, sir.
After publishing or what? Okay, fine. Ma'am, I
Yes,
see,
sir.
see one model I have created first, and then under this model, I have put activity of data flow. Okay. And that activity I have put here. And when I click on this activity, I have given the reference of this data flow model in this place. Okay. In the setting, click on setting, and I have given this data flow model reference in this data flow activity. And then after, I just click on publish button, where I will be getting option of publish all. So after publishing this, all the things, I click on this trigger button. I just click on this trigger now. So this is how I have run the practical. Got it? Yes, sir. So this Sanjay sir has performed the practical. Good. Now please share the screenshot to us. Like we should know like whether you're performing or not, whether you have succeeded. Put the screenshot in the chat box. 90 people are there in the call. Okay. Okay. Share the screenshot, please. Anyone is having any doubt, please ask to me. Dinah is there, me is there. Okay. Please share your doubts. Please share if you have succeeded in the practical. Please share your screenshot in the chat box. Only 3-4 screenshot I'm getting here. I can see Deepak sir has performed. The enemy. Only few faculties are performing the practical. Why so?
Sir, in the date, excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Once we've chosen the data flow, last step, sir, after publishing, you said we need to publish add
Yes.
trigger, is it?
Yes, yes. Publish and then trigger. Okay, Sarita ma'am. Thank you for posting the screenshot in the chat box. I need all of you to perform the practicals which we are describing here, because see, when you will be doing hands-on practicals only, na, then and only you will be getting clear about those concepts. Otherwise, you will be getting confused even after getting those study material also, na, you will be getting confusion. So it's better to try those practical here itself. So all the doubts and clarity you will be getting sorted here. So later also you will be trying the practicals, then the lesser you will be getting queries and questions. Yes, I think Dinah, we should take 15 minutes of break now. Let all the faculty do the practicals, those who haven't done yet. So
Sure, sure.
faculties, you can perform the practicals, those who haven't performed yet. So you can perform the practicals and put the screenshot in this chat box. So then after break, we will be starting this practical with machine learning, where we will be doing two practicals, one with notebook and one with designer mode. Okay. So hope so. Let us connect in 15 minutes. Hope so you will be doing all the practicals and posting the screenshot in the chat box. Dinah, can you put the timer?
Yes, Mahesh. 1 minute. I am attaching some documents for ML actually. So
Okay.
1 minute.
Gayatri ma'am, what is the problem you're getting here? I'm not getting anything. I can't view the picture clearly. Click on publish. Click on publish, Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, sir. I clicked it. Then it is showing me failed to publish because
So
of the
what is the
following
error?
validation.
Invalid validation. Na?
Yes, sir.
Go to this data model which you have created and just debug that data model, and then it will be getting validated.
Okay, sir.
Sarita ma'am has done the practical.
So I need to
Your voice
change
is breaking,
the
Gayatri ma'am.
table with a common field. No, sir. What I'm asking is, do I need to change the column name because I've not taken it uniquely?
Yes,
Uniquely,
you
sir,
need to
without the
do
common
that
field.
also. Yes, you need to do that also. Please do it.
From there, the problem has started, sir. So there, what I
Yes.
did is in between, I have changed it and I have saved the Excel sheet again. I changed the column name. I saved it, but it is not taking the updated one. It is again taking the old one.
No, do one thing now. Delete that join operation itself. Create a new join, and under this new join, you will be specifying all the things. So it will not take again.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, I think we should take 15-minute break and then we should connect one more time.
Look for things like whether the publisher has given a physical address on their website. Look for things like whether they have given details of the peer review process they have. Look for things like whether they have
So, dear teachers, are we good to continue with the next topic? Or if you need any further clarification on this Azure Data Factory, Mahesh sir is here. Otherwise, we can move to the next topic.
I think Diana, we should move to the next topic because I'm seeing a lot of some of faculties have performed the practical also. Okay, fine.
Sure, Mahesh. Sure. Let me share
So
my screen.
see faculty, if you are having any doubt, you can practice one more time doing the same practicals. Video recording link will be provided to you. So you can see this video recording and you can perform the practical one more time. And if then and only if you are having any queries after that, you can connect tomorrow and you can ask the query by tomorrow also.
Okay, fine. Let me share my screen, Mahesh.
Yes.
So, dear faculties, we were covered actually few topics related to Microsoft Azure. Actually, for resources provided by Azure, right? We have covered firstly, we have covered our virtual machines, right? It's a resource, very useful resource provided by Azure, right? Then we have covered regarding SQL database. If you need to work with SQL database, that resource is also provided by Microsoft Azure, and that too you have covered, right? Then next, Mahesh sir have covered regarding the storage accounts, right? Storage account is very useful in a day-to-day life also. We can able to store, because if you want to do any ETL operations, we are doing it from storage account. We are storing our data inside the storage account, and from there we are creating the pipeline, right? So storage accounts are there. Then we have covered the Azure Data Factory. That is very useful, that we can do extract, transform, and loading before going to any predictive analytics or data science. Actually, when talking about data science, what is actually data science? It's dealing with big data, right? We are taking previously, before we know that before 2000 or before 2000, we were not experienced this analytics or anything like these tools like this, right? Why? The data was not that much available. But after using the internet in our systems and everything got automated, we have lot of data. That is, tsunami of data is generating at every second, right? So what the engineers, scientists have used, they plan to use that data. Previously, what we were doing, we were deleting the archives of data in a particular time interval, and we are using only current data for some transactional processing, right? We might have heard about, that is oil TP and oil LP, right? Oil TP is nothing but online transactional processing, and oil AP is nothing but online analytical processing. Online that and transactional processing is something dealing with the current database. So suppose if you want to book a ticket in a train, that is nothing but transactional processing, right? We need only the current status or current data, right? Current data. We need only the data regarding the availability, the train name and the availability of tickets. That's it. Then we can book a ticket, right? We don't want the archives of data or previous data. But another scenario that I will explain, that we want to analyze which age group is using the train travel the most. Whether we can do it with the current data, today's data? No, right? For that, we need at least 10 years of data or archives of data to analyze. So which age group using the train travel the most, right? Then we will have an analytics, and that will help the business or to some offers we can provide or something we can provide, right? So that is the use of actually the predictive analytics and how this predictive analytics is using in the business, right? So in those cases, actually this everything is dealing with data or big data. It's something we are, if you want to analyze something, we need huge amount of data or big data, where we are going to use this Azure, that is Microsoft Azure storage, where we can able to store huge amount of data according to your requirement. Sir was also talking about its access layer, it having hot, cold, or I think hot, cold, cool is there. Right, sir. 4 trials are there actually. So based on that, if it is hot, we are going to use it frequently. For example, if you want to use a particular data daily analytics, that is something called hot access layer. Okay. Or if you want to use the data of, in 3 months, okay, 3 months gap, that is something we can keep it in cool layer. Okay. So if you want to access a particular data in 6 months, we can able to have it as a cold access layer. Okay. So hot is the most expensive and the cold is the less expensive. Okay. It is going something like that. Then sir have talked about the Azure Data Factory, where we can able to use extract, transform and load. Actually, if you want to, actually this every stages are connected to each other. Okay. If you want to do some predictive analytics of some data, we can do it on raw data, right? We can just download some data or copy some data from somewhere, and we can't do it do that particular analytics in raw data, right? We have to make the data clean, right? Okay, we have to clean the data and we have to make the data ready for analytics. That is something happening in this Azure Data Factory. Okay, so this factory is dealing with the data. Okay, is some some vessel, some factories are there, right? That is oil factories or something. That is something we dealing with oil, right? So like that, some fabrics factory, they are dealing with fabrics. Like that, Azure Data Factory is dealing with data. Okay. If you want to extract, actually, if you are going for analytics, the data may not be from a single source. It may be a response of a form filling, or if we can directly download from internet some authorized data, or we can ask the data, ask the customers to provide the data from this. There's some data we'll get from the client itself. Okay. So data may may be from multiple sources. Okay, so getting data from multiple sources and integrating into the single source is something called extracting. You got the point? That is something called extracting the data from multiple sources and we are making into a single source. Okay, that is something called extracting. Transforming is nothing but sometimes if when we are dealing with data, it may not be clean, right? There may be some missing data may be there, right? There may be some missing data, or there may be some the two tables. Sir have joined two tables, right? Then the data may be spread across different tables. We may have to join the tables based on the key. That is something called the primary key concept in database. We want to we may have to the key. We may have to we may have based on the common key, we have to join the table. So that was sir was showcasing. Okay, so and if you want, if some data having some data may be in the range of lakhs and some data may be in the range of zeros and ones, in that case what we need to do, we want to transform the data into a single single scale, or that will increase the quality of data and that will also increase the quality of prediction. Okay, that is something happening in these transformations. And loading means loading this data, the entire data as a single data set for prediction purposes to a machine learning algorithm. Okay, that is something called ETL processing, which is happening as a pre-processing stage to the prediction or analytics. I hope you got the point. Anyone have any doubt regarding my explanation? Any doubt or any clarification anyone need? Any doubt? Okay, thank you, thank you. So when we are talking about Azure machine learning, so what Azure have provided a resource to us as like Azure Data Factory or Azure Storage or something like Azure Virtual Machines. Azure have provided a resource, very useful resource, that is Azure machine learning, that can be used for predictive analysis. Okay, so what is Azure machine learning? Is a cloud service. Okay, Azure providing a cloud service for accelerating and managing the machine learning project lifecycle. Okay, so actually what the features of Azure machine learning, we can, how we are doing machine learning, we have to do it in Google Colab, or we have to install Jupyter Notebook in our system, or we have to install Anaconda or something like some tools like that. We have some platforms we need to install in our system and we have to do the ML programs, right? But if we have a cloud account with us, we can do with this particular cloud service, we can have this machine learning option in that. Actually, we can share these notebooks with multiple people, and we can share the common notebooks. Okay, that is also possible because we can able to use the notebooks which can be uploaded in the Azure storage in this Azure machine learning. Okay, so compute resources, data and environment. So we can develop model quickly and easily. Okay, so we'll get some compute instance from this Azure. Okay, so benefits. So when we are talking about that, I will explain to you when I am explaining this Azure machine learning in Azure itself. So when we are talking about why I am explaining this one is some faculties may not be into this data science or AI field. So if they are from some other field, they need to know what is actually machine learning and what we are doing with machine learning. That's why I thought of explaining this one. Okay. Types of machine learning. Machine learning can be classified into supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. Okay. Supervised is something, but if we want to classify something like if we have a image of cell with us, okay, if we want to classify that particular cell into cancerous and non-cancerous, that is something called supervised, because we are training the system with the examples of cancerous and non-cancerous cells, and the system is already being trained with the features. So it is like we are showing this to some human, how we are going to learn something from the examples, right? how we are going to identify or recognize our different friends. We know the features of their face features, right? Our friends, we can able to recognize them. This is this friend and this is that friend, something like that, because we can able to, our brain is memorized, or we have memorized the features of our friends, right? So we can able to identify like that. We can able to recognize, okay, recognize, this system can able to recognize something if it is learned with the features, okay. That is something called supervised, okay. Then next is unsupervised. Unsupervised, in the unsupervised, we are using, it is mainly used for some clustering or some grouping. Actually, there is nothing called prediction in unsupervised. We just want to analyze the characteristics of the data items, and we did want segmentation purpose or something it is using for unsupervised. Reinforcement is mainly dealing with some game programming and all, okay. So this is an example for supervised learning. Actually, we can able to see that here, here the supervisory is nothing but this one, this output labels, okay. Supervisor is nothing but the output labels. This is actually the supervisor, because we are providing in the system, okay. We are providing the system with the features of apple, bowl and cup, actually, and it's telling that if these are the features, then this is an apple, okay. It's circular in shape, yeah, something like that. Then bowl, okay, we are providing features of bowl and telling that it's a bowl, and we are providing the features of cup, telling that it's a cup, okay. Then this system is going to be intelligent with the help of some ML program. Actually, that is the role of ML program. The system is going to become intelligent with the help of some ML program and this data set, okay. This is the role of data, and here is the role of ML programming to make this system intelligent in this particular context, that is to recognize apple, bowl and a cup, okay. Then it's intelligent to recognize this one, okay, because it is already trained with the features of apple, bowl and a cup, okay. Then we are showing to this system that we're showing a feature of cup, and it can extract the features of the cup, image of the cup if you are providing, and extracting the features after you, based on the intelligence, can able to identify that say cup, okay. This is actually happening in supervised learning, okay. Any doubt anyone here? Any doubt? I know the data science people can able to, or AI faculties can able to know about this, but others I am asking whether you got a concept regarding what is. No, thank you. Okay, fine. When we are talking about unsupervised, I told you that here we are not providing any labels or nothing, because no prediction is happening, only some grouping, or based on the characteristics, we are going to group the data items. Okay, that is actually in unsupervised machine learning, actually in unsupervised machine learning. Okay, so so it is mainly used to draw inference from database consisting of input data without labeled responses, actually. So semi-supervised is a combination of unsupervised and it's nothing, reinforcement learning is there. So machine learning, some examples like when we are talking about supervised learning, house price prediction is there, medical imaging, that is under supervised. Unsupervised customer segmentation.
Hello, Dinah. Can you hear me? We can't hear you, Dinah. I think Dinah is having some issue with the internet. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay, faculty, please confirm me whether you're getting my screen. Okay, thank you. Let me open the PPT.
Mahesh, I am back.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Whether your internet connection is stable, right?
Yes. Some
Okay,
power
okay,
issue.
fine.
It's fine. It is fine now.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sorry for
You
the
can.
inconvenience caused, dear faculties. I got some power issue, that's why. So I'm sharing my screen again. Can you able to see my screen, Mahesh sir?
Yes, Anna.
Okay, fine. So I have talked about both. Actually, when we are talking about ML, actually we are dealing with mainly two tasks. Mainly the clustering also we are doing, but mainly we are using it for regression and classification. You know about the difference between regression and classification. When we are going with both are supervised, we need output labels. But in the case of classification, we are going to predict the labels like this. Okay, this prediction is happening. Okay, this prediction like hold or cold or hot. So the category value or category class which will predict. But in the case of regression, regression is used to predict the values, continuous values. For example, here it is predicted the temperature value, but here it is prediction the temperature class, whether it is cold or hot. That is the main difference between regression algorithm. For example, if you want to predict a price of a second-hand car, that is something under regression. And if you want to predict the type of the car, that is something under classification. Actually, that is actually the concept of regression and classification. Okay, so regression analysis is mainly depend on the dependent and independent variable actually. So for example, if you want to predict the price of a second-hand car, actually the price will be the dependent variable, and the features we are providing, model of the car, engine size of the car, that are called independent variable, because the price is depend on these independent variables like model or type of the car, SUV or something like that. Okay, that is something called regression analysis. So linear regression is mainly this is something called the independent variable or the features we are providing, and we initially we'll have a data set, right? What is happening in regression means initially we'll have a data set X and Y. Okay. So X is something called the price of the car, right? X is something called the price of the car. We'll have price here. Okay. So we want to predict the price of the car based on the model of the car. Okay. Model of the car. Okay. So we want to predict this. Okay. This model is something called X. Okay. And Y is something called Y. Okay. Initially, when we having the data set and we have the linear regression algorithm, we have this X and Y, set of X and set of Y with us. Then what we can able to, for using X and Y, we can able to predict, or we can able to find out an optimum value for M. Okay. M is something called slope. Okay. Slope we can able to find out, and we can able to find out an optimum value for B, that is something called y-intercept. Okay. So we can able to find out M and B, where M is the slope and Y M is the slope and B is the y-intercept actually. Okay. M is the slope and B is the y-intercept. Okay. So with the available data set, the algorithm, linear regression algorithm is going to find out two coefficient. One is M and other one is B. So we have an optimal M and B with us for this prediction of car price prediction. Okay. So when we have a new X, that is, for example, X, we have a new model with us. We want to predict the price of the car actually. Price of the car, what we'll do, we can take, the algorithm will take this optimal M and B and X. So using the equation Mx plus B, it will predict the Y value. That is actually happening in linear regression, the concept of linear regression. Okay. So I will show you with one example how linear regression is working, and what's M and what is B and how it's going to predict and all. Okay. So classification is nothing but if you are providing something, we are training the features with the images of machine with the images of apple, and training the machine with the images of ball. Okay. So we are going to predict if the machine are going to, because the machine is already intelligent to identify the features of apple and the features of ball. Okay. So then it can able to identify, it can able to classify. For example, as an example, in farms, actually, we can able to, there is in abroad farms, in strawberry farms and apple farms, actually, they are using a robot to pluck the strawberries and apple automatically. What is actually working inside? They are taking the images of each strawberry and each apple, and based on the features, it is trained with the features of ripe and unripe strawberries and apples. Okay. Then it can able to identify, that robot can able to identify whether is apple is ripe or unripe, and whether is strawberry is ripe, or based on that it will pluck. Okay. Whether it is ripe, only it can able to identify. And when analyzing any fruit, it will also analyze how many days it will take to ripe actually. So in those type of the applications, we can able to implement this classification. Then in medical area also we can able to do, that is classifying a cell as cancerous or non-cancerous. Okay. Classifying the type of tuberculosis, classifying the types of knee degradation, classifying the type of lung cancer. Okay. Even COVID virus identification also we are doing this, that all are under the classification area. Okay. So when we are doing classification, we have certain performance evaluation metrics actually. When we are classifying something, we want to check whether our classification is correct or not. That can be done with the following performance evaluation metrics actually. The first and foremost evaluation metrics we are using is nothing but the accuracy of the classification. Okay. So this is nothing but number of correct predictions. Don't want to do the number of correct prediction and total number of predictions. Okay. So that is true positive. I hope you know about what is true positive and true negative. Okay. If we have two class, one is apple and other is orange, one should be considered as a positive class. For example, apple is considered as positive class and orange is considered as a negative class. Okay. If apple is predicted as apple, that is something called true positive. If orange is predicted as orange, that is something called true negative. Both are correct, right? Apple is predicted as active and orange is predicted as orange, right? So that is something called true positive, true negatives. Actually, both are predicted correctly. Okay, so we have to, in as numerator, we have to add the true positives and true negatives and total number of predictions. Then another two metrics are to finding out this evaluation metrics are false positives and false negatives. Okay, what is false positives? False positives is nothing but if some oranges are predicted as apples. Okay, because some negative class is predicted as a positive class. This is incorrect, right? That is something called false positives. Okay, false negatives is nothing but some apples, that is it is in positive class, but it is predicted as a negative class. It is predicted as oranges. Apple predicted as oranges, that is false negatives. This is the complete predictions that were happening. So accuracy is calculated like this. Okay, but in ML algorithm we just need to call this function only. It will calculate the accuracy, but the equation behind this accuracy is something, but this is happening. Okay, then another measure is nothing but precision. Actually, precision, every evaluation metrics are calculated using these values: true positives, true negative, false positives, and false negatives. Actually, so precision is nothing but it measures the accuracy of the positive predictions made by the model. Okay, only the positive predictions. Okay, so only P is there: true positive divided by true positive plus false positives. Okay, that is precision. Okay, then recall is something called that is sensitivity. Recall calculates the proportion of actual positives that were correctly predicted by the model. Actually, so TP divided by TP plus FN. F measure is actually calculated using precision and recall. Okay, so these are the evaluation metrics. Generally, we are generating the class, because in the examples when we are doing any ML program, generally we are calculating the accuracy and we are also generating the classification report. In the classification reports, we can able to find out the values for precision, recall, F measure, and everything. So the good evaluation, the good prediction may have these values near to 1, and the poor prediction have these values nearing to 0, which is will be ranging from 0 to 1 actually. So these are the evaluation metrics using for classification. Okay, then logistic regression is one of the classification algorithm we can able to use. Okay, so just for example, so that is actually happening. That is actually the ML, and we are going to do this ML in our Microsoft Azure. Okay, so any doubt anyone have regarding this explanation? I hope you got an idea regarding what is ML, what is actually ML. Any doubt anyone have? If we have any doubt, we can clarify and we can go for the hands-on.
Faculties, you can unmute yourself and you can ask doubts. Yes, Taina, one doubt is coming in the chat box.
Semi-supervised algorithm is nothing but actually we can able to use the that is we can able to use the labeled data along with the unlabeled data. That we are not actually, it is mainly used in text classification and all. In some text classification, something may be labeled, something may not be unlabeled. Okay, so it's mainly used in some text classifications, not using regularly. Some example is over here, that is semi-supervised clustering. Actually, is some if you are going for some clustering is also used in unsupervised. In this case, that lane finding on GPS data and test classification, we are using this semi-supervised algorithm. Some example over here, I think. Semi-supervised, some may be that is unlabeled and some are labeled. Okay, so the the features from the label data, it will identify these features maybe belong to that, and based on that, it will learn. That is actually happening in semi-supervised learning, actually. We actually then semi-supervised algorithm programming will cluster similar data using an unsupervised algorithm and using the excess label data to label the rest of unlabeled data. That is actually happening. Okay, so we will, it's this, we will do first, we will cluster based on the characteristics. We will do the clustering of the data items, and we will based on the we have some label data, right? And those labels can be used to label the clustered data, actually. That is happening in semi-supervised. Fine, sir? Srinivasa?
Yes, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, can we move with the hands-on part of ML? So for hands-on part, I have provided few files over in this chat. Can you able to download that? That is salary.csv, salary prediction. Notebooks also I have provided because there is no much time to coding. From then coding also takes some cost also, right? Have some cost also, right, sir? Line by line coding will take some cost, right, sir? Associated with it. Right, Mahesh, sir?
Yes.
So we can
generally, what
copy
is this cloud is doing? Generally, cloud is providing a compute resource for doing those machine learning algorithms or performing those AI ML algorithms. So this cloud, the compute resources, it will be provided by Azure, and the practical what Dinah will be explaining to you, it's how to run those machine learning algorithms on the cloud.
actually, you may have, we have, when we are going to portal.azure.com, we can able to see that create a resource. When we are going to create a resource called, it is also some Azure machine learning is there, right? I need to share the file once again. 1 minute. I will share it. Files, share. I am sharing it again. Hope you received, ma'am. So, are you able to download the files? Okay, thank you. Okay, so please download these files in your system, and we can upload it to this environment, actually, in Azure portal. Okay. Okay, fine. So when we are going into this Azure, Microsoft Azure, here you can see the resource called Azure Machine Learning is there, right? Azure Machine Learning is there. Okay, can able to see here, but here what we can able to create is we can able to use some default programs provided by them, actually. Like computer vision or some text management and all. But if you want to code your own, you have to move to ml.azure.com. Okay, I will provide the link here. This is Azure Machine Learning Studio provided by Azure, actually. Separate Machine Learning Studio. Okay, so Mahesh sir have provided the link. ml.azure.com. Teachers, can you please log into that particular, can you please go to that particular link, actually ml.azure.com. There you have to switch the directory actually. If you are moving to ml.azure.com, what we need to do is you have to go to this right side, your profile, you can able to see, right? So here you have to click switch directory, and it may be EduNet Foundation. If it is EduNet World for you, it is perfectly fine. But if it is EduNet Foundation, you have to switch to, I think for them, it may be EduNet World, right, Mahesh sir? It should be, right?
Yes, yes. It should be EduNet World.
EduNet World, okay. The directory should be EduNet World actually. The current directory should be EduNet World, okay. Otherwise, we have to make it to EduNet World. Fine. I'll put a screenshot. Directory should be EduNet World. Then only we can able to create resources over there, ml.azure.com. Fine, done. Got it? Okay. Once we have login to this switch the directory and it is EduNet World, we can able to create a workspace actually. Like we have to create a workspace whether we need to deal with the data, notebooks and all. So we have to create a workspace for create for this ML programming, where we can able to create notebooks, upload our files and all. Okay, so we are going to create a workspace. Okay, so we have to create a resource called create workspace. Okay, so I am going to create a workspace. You have to click create workspace. I think for you the create workspace sometimes may be here because I have already created one workspace. That's why it's showing here. For you, I think it may be here. I think somewhere you
Yes.
can able to see. Yes, sir. Create workspace here. Yes, yes. Can directly see workspace here, and you can click that create workspace. That's it. So click create workspace, then you can able to see a screen like this, create new workspace. I'm providing the screenshot for your clarification. So create new workspace is here. So I am going to create, like we have created another other resources like Azure Data Factory storage account. I am going to create a resource using Microsoft Azure. That is something called a workspace. Okay. So workspace name is I already have Diana workspace. So Diana VS1 I am going to provide. Okay. So then this should be under year subscription. Resource group, same as we have, that is FTP day 4 or something like. Whether these resource groups have created, Mahesh sir, FTP underscore day 4.
FTP day 4 only.
Not underscore, right, sir?
Not underscore.
Okay, fine. This same resource group we can choose. The default, the Microsoft Azure recommended region is East US. So we can use, because if you are choosing some other region, sometimes resources may not be there, compute instance may not be there. So we can go with the default region provided by Azure actually. So this much of details you have to fill. Okay, you have to provide your own, that is your wish. Workspace name is your wish. Subscription you can provide as a subscription. Then resource group, that is which have created initially by Mahesh sir, is FTP day 4. Then the default region recommended by Azure, we can go with that because sometimes the compute instance can able to, like, right, Mahesh sir? Sometimes the instance may not be there in the other region, right, sir? Previously I have experienced like that.
Yes.
So we can go with the East US. That's the safest region. Most of the instances without anything, because previously I have selected Central India. The compute instance was not allocated for me actually.
So some of the data centers are not having this machine learning compute instance because of that it is not showing.
Exactly. So you can go with East US. I think it's with it will be there. Okay. So we can create the workspace, then click create. It will take some time to create the workspace when compared to other resources. So just click create. Okay. Validating the workspace is going on. Those who have created the workspace, this you can see the workspace provisioning in progress. Okay. Can see like this once you have created. Okay. Creating the workspace is going on. It will take some time. Those who have created the workspace, you can post the screenshot here. Okay. It will take some time. Okay. Yes, Sushil. Some of the faculties are creating. Thank you so much for sharing the screenshots. Yes, actually, my workspace is ready. After creating the workspace, I will get the notification like this. Workspace is successfully provisioned. You can see like that. Okay. So once the workspace is ready, you can go inside the workspace by clicking new. Okay. Can able to see a new tab there. There you can click to create the workspace. Okay. So click new here. We are loading the workspace for us for doing the ML program. Okay. Okay, fine. This is our workspace to do our AI ML programming actually. Okay, fine. Here already developed some programs are there, that is we're on data using question answer data chat with Wikipedia. Okay, some already created AI ML programs are there. I think we can whether we can. Ask us demonstrate how to create a chatbot. Okay, so. Fine. I hope everyone have other faculties. Please, teachers, those who are created, can you please provide your screenshot here? Then I can move forward with the next step. Okay, meanwhile, I will explain this one actually. Here we can able to see when we are entering into the workspace, you can able to see authoring here. Okay. Then authoring here, assets here, and also manage here. 3 types are there. Okay. So when we are talking about authoring, it refers to the process of creating or designing or building ML machine models actually on experiments or workflows within the Azure ML environment. Okay. So actually we are notebook option is there is from the authoring. We are going to develop something, right? So the authoring tool. Okay. Assets. Actually, what assets we are using here is nothing but the data pipelines we can able to use here, where Mahesh sir was showing some pipelines, right? Data. We are going to use the asset called data. We are using some assets here. I think some can able to create some data here, data import and data connections. We can able to data stores and here and manage. Okay. So assets in Azure ML, assets in Azure ML actually refers to the resources or components that can be used in machine learning workflows. Okay. So it can include data set already trained, pre-trained models if you are using that may be there, or scripts or core modules or any other elements for building and deploying machine learning solutions. Okay. Another tab is nothing but the manage. Okay. Manage button. Manage is it's used for organizing or something if you are, which provides the compute instance of provided by the manage tab. Actually, compute instance is under manage tab. If you want to run something in the notebook, we need to get the compute instance. Any execution may be happened only with the compute instance actually. Okay. So, okay. So if you want to create a new file, if you want to create a notebook, I think we can able to create from here. Notebooks, we can able to create notebook by clicking the under authoring. You can see the notebook, right? So here you can able to click the notebook. Okay. Click the notebook down below the authoring tab and you can able to see a screen like this. Okay. Fine. So we are before that we need to create the compute instance. Okay. For this workspace actually. So for that I am clicking the compute create. I am going to create the compute instance actually. So if for any workspace we should get the compute instance, then only we can do any execution for any line of code actually. Okay. So without that I will show you once, and after that I will create the compute instance. So I am going to create by clicking the files. You can able to see an option create new file. Okay. Create new file option is there. By clicking create new file here, then we are going to open a notebook here. Okay. So sample notebook here, notebook. Okay. Below that you have to, I'm going to create it. Okay. Creating a new notebook. Okay. Called sample. So inside the workspace, I have created one notebook sample. Okay. So I'm going to print something. Print. Hi teachers. I'm going to print here. Okay. Like our notebook we are using. Okay. So I'm going to print here. Okay. Running the cell. Nothing happened, right? Because there is no compute instance for us. Okay. We want to, if you want to run something, any line of code inside the workspace, we must have the compute instance. Okay. Then only all the dependencies related for running any program, okay, related to ML or Python will be there. Okay. So we need to allocate the compute instance. Okay. So we need to have the compute instance. So don't want to go back and create the compute instance. We can able to create the compute instance here, but here we can able to see a plus sign. Okay. From here also we can able to, after writing the program also, we can able to create the compute instance. Okay. So create AI ML compute. Okay. I'm clicking plus here. Again, this I navigated to the same name. Okay. So computer name I have provided, that is compute name. I need to provide a name for the compute. This the Diana 2 is coming. Okay. So we are going to do only very small program or small data set. So I am selecting only CPU. But if you are dealing with a large data set or image data set or something which is very large, then you have to use the option GPU. That the cost may be higher. Okay. So virtual machine size, that is select, this is the recommended memory optimized medium size data size we are going to use. Okay. So general purpose also we can able to use like this. Okay. I am going for the default one. Okay. This based on the that is based on this recommended thing, we can go different options are there. Virtual machine size actually. So we are going with the recommended size. Okay. Review and create. Okay. Then we can create, this is our compute instance, 4 cores, 32 GB RAM and 150 GB storage is there. Machine type is CPU. Okay. Machine name is Diana 2. Okay. I'm going to create the compute instance. Okay. Creating. So it will also take some time to create the compute instance. Any doubt anyone have how to create workspace and how to create compute instance? If you have any doubt, you can clarify. No. Myself and Mahesh sir is there. Any doubt anyone have in creating the compute instance workspace and then? Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To allocating the compute instance, creating the compute instance, you have to click the plus sign here, create Azure compute instance here. Okay. So when clicking plus, you will be navigated to this page actually. Then here you have to provide one computer name. Okay. Computer name. Okay. Then you have to CPU only. We are dealing with the small data set, right? So in the recommended option, anything you can choose, that is standard, this one. Or general purpose, anything you can choose, that's your choose, and click that is review and create. That's it. This is only creating, but it will take some time to create the compute instance. Thank you, Vanilla ma'am. Fine. So I think it will take some time to here. I allocated with the compute instance, we can see, right? Here I can stop if I need to stop compute. So this compute instance will cost for every hour as we can able to. What to do if creation fails? If Hemali ma'am, if creation fails, try to search for another region and another size and try again, ma'am, please. Try for other combination, some other region you can search and some other size also you can search. Okay, okay, thank you, ma'am. So, Gayatri ma'am, for creating workspace, 1 minute, I will run. So the compute instance is ready for us, right? Ready for us, right? So this compute instance, once the compute instance is allocated, then you can run this one and you will get the output. Hi teachers, it is printed. Okay, so we can execute all the dependencies here and we can execute the program here. Okay, after allocating the compute instance. Okay, Gayatri ma'am have asked for creating the workspace. To create the workspace, ma'am, you can able to see like this, create workspace here. Okay. Create workspace, you can see, click there and you can provide a workspace name. For example, I am creating Dynam VS3. I am going to create subscription tool should be yes subscription. Resource group is FDP day 4. Resource group is there. Then region is East US, that is default it is. Then just click create. That's it. Validating and the compute instance will be created. Okay, okay. So I hope you have created the workspace and everything is ready with you, right? So I am moving to my workspace, actually 3 workspace. This is I have created previously. This one I have created now. Okay, so I am going to moving to this one. Okay. This notebooks I have created. Okay, this one I have created. This is here. Okay, so you can able to print anything here. Okay, run. So it's happening. Okay. Done. Others, please put your screenshots of creating the compute instance and creating workspace. Any doubt anyone have? Can I move forward? Okay, fine. So I hope you have downloaded the files which I have shared you in the chat, right? If so, we have to upload the files here. Okay, that is actually that one is classification and one is regression. I have provided two files there. One is for classifying the diabetics patients based on the features we are going to. I will just explain the problem and I will go into the practicals. Actually have provided two files, right? Two data sets I have provided here. Diabetics and salary data are data sets, and salary prediction and diabetes class are the programs notebooks I have provided, right? So here what we need to do is have to diabetics. First we'll go with the classification. Okay, so here what can able to do, we have certain others can you able to do? Yes, I will share in WhatsApp also. 1 minute.
Ma'am, please share your screen. Your screen sharing has stopped.
Okay, my screen is not shared, right? 1 minute. I'll be sharing the WhatsApp and I'll be sharing the screen. 1 minute. So I have shared all the documents in the WhatsApp link actually. Okay. So you can download it from there.
Ma'am, for creating workspace, you have chosen Machine Learning Studio, Azure Machine Learning Services, right, ma'am?
No. ml.azure.com, sir, ma'am. Initially, I have provided the. You have to go to ml. I will provide here ml.azure.com. It's ML Azure Studio, ML Studio.
Ma'am, just share it in the WhatsApp, ma'am.
ml.azure.com. 1 minute, I'll share it in the WhatsApp also. One minute, I'm sending the WhatsApp. 1 minute. That's just a link, ma'am, actually. ml.azure.com. You can log into the Azure Machine Learning Studio there.
Diana, your screen is not shared.
Yes. I'm sharing it, sir.
So see, faculty, generally what we do for doing a practical, like doing operations related to the data, we are using Data Factory as Studio, right? Azure Studio. And for doing machine learning algorithms, we are using this Machine Learning Studio, which has been provided by Azure AI.
So, okay, fine. I have provided the link in the WhatsApp also, Gayatri ma'am. ml.azure.com.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the first problem we are going to do actually. So here we have, these are the features actually. Okay, these are the features: pregnancies, how many pregnancies, glucose level, blood pressure, skin thickening. Okay, then insulin, BMI, diabetics pedigree, function, then age and outcome. This is the class label actually. 1 represents having chance of having diabetics and 0 represents there is no chance of having diabetics. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do, this particular data set contains 769 rows actually. Okay, 769 rows, and how many columns it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. Okay, where column from 1 to 8, okay, 1 to 8 represents the features, okay, for predicting whether a patient having a chance or a person having a chance to have a diabetics. Okay, that is this that is 1 or 0. Okay, so this indexing will start from 0. Okay, 0th column to 7th column are the features used to predict. Okay, for example, if the features used to predict where a fruit is an apple or a cucumber is length, right, length of apple, length of cucumber, something like that, we can use like that. The features used to predict a person having a chance of diabetics or not. Based on this particular features, we are going to predict outcome is 1 or 0. Okay, so what we are going to do with the program is we are going to train with the 80%, that is 80% of data. We are going to make a particular system intelligent, which having the classifier used. We have multiple classifiers like neural network or decision tree, random forest classifier, support vector machine classifier, naive Bayes classifier, k nearest neighbors classifiers. Then we can combine number of classifiers and we can make ensemble classifiers. Okay, so lot of classifiers are there. Among that, we are using a random forest classifier. It is again an ensemble classifier where we are using number of decision trees in the random forest classifier, and we are taking the random features and all. Okay, so here we don't want to code anything because we are just calling the function random forest classifier from sklearn dot that is ensemble. Okay, we are going to use that. Okay, so here we are using the classifier random forest classifier and using the features, this 80% of data we are making, and we are creating an intelligent system whether it can able to predict predict a person having a chance of diabetics or not. Actually, with this we are going to do with the ML. Actually, this is the problem definition. Okay, so for what 80% for training and 20% we are using for testing, because we know already we know whether they have a chance of getting diabetes or not. We know the answer, but we are for cross validation we are predicting for that 20% of people whether they have a chance of getting diabetes or not, and we are comparing with the actual result. That is something called the predictor result and actual results, and that from that we are going to identify how many, for that 20% data we are calculating the true positives, true negatives, false positives and false negatives, and by that we are going to calculate accuracy, precision, recall, F1 measure, and those parameters for the evaluation. I hope that you got the point concept related to what we are going to do, right? Is it fine? The problem definition is fine. Any doubt anyone have? It is clear for you. I am going to upload. You can also upload once you have downloaded using the plus symbol here, add files. Okay. Add files, you can able to see using the plus symbol here, upload files. You can see the upload files option in that. Okay. Can see the upload files option in that. Okay. So upload files, click upload files. Then you can browse the files from our system. Okay. So I'm browsing the files from the system. Okay. So browsing from here. Diabetics dataset also I am browsing, and also program. I have provided this diabetic class is nothing but a Jupyter source file, that also both you can select. Okay. We are not going to do line by line programming. Then opening it. Okay. Then you can see and a blue color highlighted upload button. If it is not highlighted, you have to just check this. I trust the contents of this file. For someone, it may not be checked. If it is not checked, you have to check that. Then the upload button will be highlighted. Okay. Fine. So I am uploading the files. So 2 files got uploaded. Okay. One is a notebook and other one is a diabetics. Okay. So I am taking the notebook. So here, this is the file I have uploaded here. Okay. Same file name you have to provide diabetics.csv. Okay. CSV, and here also you have to provide CSV. Sometimes some Microsoft authentication may needed, or then next for getting all the dependencies related to machine learning. Here Python 3 IPY kernel is there. You can change that actually. Here actually Python 3 IPY kernel is by default is. If it is changing to Python 3.8 Azure ML, then it is nice. It is good for doing our ML programming actually. So change that option also, which kernel actually have to use Python 3.8 Azure ML. Then all the dependencies will be there. Okay, I'm going to select this. Okay, Python 3 Azure ML. Okay, it's there. Okay, so compute instance is also there. I'm going to run. I don't know if some authentication will ask or not. No, haven't asked for any authentication. I got the output, that is accuracy. I have printed here. Precision recall F measure. There are 2 class, right? Class 1 and class 2. We have the precision value and F1 score. Everything is there. Okay. Classification report and both accuracy is 70.07. So this is actually the program. Here I have imported necessary libraries like NumPy, Pandas for file handling and other things. Okay. Then I have selected the train test split. I have already told you that we have to split our entire data set into 80% for training and 20% for testing. We don't want to do it manually. We have to use just this function, that is train test split. We can import it from scikit-learn is a module, and model.selection is a sub module of a scikit-learn. Okay. So import train test split. Then from sklearn.assemble, sklearn is a module and assemble is a submodule of sklearn. From that I am importing the classifier called random forest classifier. Okay, and I am using that classifier and the data which he have uploaded. I am going to create an intelligent model to predict whether a person have a chance of diabetics or not. Okay, from sklearn.metrics import, I am going to print the evaluation metrics I am going to use is accuracy score and classification report. Okay, so import the necessary libraries here. That is happening here. Then I am loading the data set here. Diabetics.csv is there. Okay, loading the data set. Then loading the data set is here. I have loaded the database into this workspace, and same database I have used, and I have assigned to URL. Then using the pandas library, pandas.read, it is a CSV, read underscore CSV URL. This is nothing but diabetics.csv. Then here using the splitting is nothing but we have to split X and Y. Okay, X from the X is nothing but the columns from 0 to 7, right? So we are using for the not providing 0 to 7. This column represent using the function ilocate. Okay, I dot data set here, data set is here, data set dot ilocate. This represents the entire rows, this column. All rows we needed, right? And the columns in X, the columns from other than the last column, everything will be there. So we have provided to remove the last, exclude the last column, column -1 we have provided here. But in Y, we need only last column. So -1 is provided here. Then we are splitting the data set into X train, X test, Y train, and Y test. Actually, X and Y is provided here. Test size is 0.2, that is 20% for testing. So remaining will be allocated for training purpose. Random state is 42. This is mentioned is nothing but if you want to take the same set of 80% of data every time. Otherwise, some heuristic may happen and then rows getting maybe changed, so result may be different for different instances. So it is better to have random state anywhere. So the set of rows taking will be same at every time. Okay. Then we are selecting the model random forest classifier model. So model is equal to random forest classifier and random state we are providing 42. Okay. So just random how to take the random features or something. Okay. So everywhere we are taking random, we have to provide a random state. Then it will take the same set of data at every time. Okay. Then using the fit command, we are making the system intelligent. So we have the instance of random forest classifier in the model, and we have the training data in S-train and Y-train. So using the fit command, model.fit command X-train. So our model is ready to predict whether a person having a chance of diabetics or not. So what we are doing for the 20% of data, we are going to predict. We already know the answers, right? Whether they have a chance from our data set, but we are making it as Y test. Actually, we are going to predict the Y value with our model. Actually, this is our model, which is intelligent model. So with our model, we are going to predict the remaining Y test for 20% data. And for finding of the accuracy, we are comparing Y test with the Y predictions, whether they are same or not. But there are some misclassifications actually. So the accuracy is 72.07. Then we are calculating the classification report, precision recall, and F1 score actually, and it is printed here. This is actually the classification program. We have done it here. Another option also I need to showcase you actually. So I have created a storage account here, that is Diana ML. Sir told how to create the storage account, right? Okay. So I have created the storage account here, and I have created an container. Container also called, I have created a blob, that is anonymous access, okay, which can be accessed from anyone or anywhere. Okay, so blob storage, otherwise it will be private, we can't able to access from any other resources. I need to access this particular data set from the resource Azure ML, so I make it as a blob storage. So inside that container, I have uploaded the data set diabetics.csv. Okay. So you can also, if you have a storage account with you, you can just upload the data set in that storage account. Okay. And make it as blob. Okay. Then it is hot access layer because we are going to access it frequently. Today, after uploading itself, we are accessing it, right? So click that data set. Okay, it's loading. Then you can able to see a URL here. Okay, can you able to see a? So what we need to do is you have to just copy. I'm just copying this command and I am paste it here again, and I am commenting this one, and I am going to use the data set from my storage account. Okay, so just copy the URL. Okay. I am providing the screen. To storage account also, please create a container and upload the dataset diabetics.csv. Okay. Okay, diabetics.csv. Just copy the URL from that storage account. Okay. URL from the storage account and copy here. In URL, you can just provide that URL. Okay, diabetics.csv from the storage account. So we can able to use it from there actually. Then running also, we'll get the output. Okay. Fine. This is how we can able to access the data set uploaded in our storage account, and we can be accessed from Azure ML. Any doubt anyone have? Any doubt? How to run a ML program in Azure ML, Azure ML Studio? Any doubt? Those who are done, please put a screenshot in the chat box, please. Only thing is you have to create a workspace. Inside the workspace, you have to allocate a compute instance, create a compute instance. Then you can able to run any program. Program I have provided, dataset also I have provided. Storage is nothing but you can go to storage from another option. If you want to link with our storage, if you want to upload our data set in our storage and we have to use it for our ML programming, an option I have showcased you. Just create a container in your storage. Okay, create a container in the storage, and Diana ML new, I'm creating a container. Okay. Okay, the ML new. Now it is private. What I need to do, I need to change the container access level into blob. Okay, blob. I am making it blob. Okay, now it is blob. Then what I need to do, I need to upload the data set like this. Browse the files from the system. Okay, downloads, browse the files from the system, and upload the data set. Upload the data set. Click the data set. Then you can able to see the copy the URL and paste it where you can access the data set in the notebook. Here, URL part, you can paste that particular URL from the storage account, from our blob storage. Got it? Okay, ma'am. Anubhava ma'am, is it clear? We can access the data set from the storage. Anubhava ma'am? Okay, thank you. So next I will showcase you within 5 minutes. I will showcase you how to do regression also in this one. I will browse 2 files. I have another program with me. Open, upload. So it is already instance I have. I think it is here actually. I'll explain. Okay, you can upload actually. Actually, I will share one more file that file will work nicely. Actually, I'll provide one more file with you. 1 minute. So I have shared a file, salary prediction file, that you can upload in your workspace and you can go with that actually, which is a cleaned file. Otherwise some error. Actually here the data set is nothing but I will explain you regarding the data set. Salary data is here. Okay. So here what I am going to do is I am going to predict the salary of an employee based on years of experience. So this is nothing but the independent variable, and salary is dependent variable because salaries depend on years of experience, right? We are going to predict the salary based on years of experience. Here salary is a continuous value, not a class variable, right? So this type of problems are called regression problems. So first we are getting an ML program, we need to analyze whether we need to apply regression or classification based on the output we need. If we need the output in the form of a continuous value or a range of values, we have to go with the regression. Otherwise, if you want to predict a class or category value, we have to go with classification. Okay. So here, based on the years of experience, that is X is years of experience and Y is salary. Okay. Y is salary. Okay. That is the problem. We are going to predict it. Okay. So here what I have done, I have read the data set salary.data CSV here, and this is years of first 10 rows are printed here using the command head command. Okay, fine. Then I have had as in classification, I have allocated X and Y. X is this one. X is the first column and Y is the last column. Okay. Then from the sklearn or linear model, I am using the regression algorithm, linear regression, and I am going to fit the model model.fit x comma y, so it can able to predict. Okay, I am going to predict the salaries for entire X that is showing here. Then I have shown you that explain you that model coefficient is nothing but the slope. Slope is predicted by the algorithm is 9449, and the y-intercept is predicted as model.intercept, that is y-intercept. Okay, then model dot I am going to predict that is here we can able to see that there is no salary for the experience having the years of experience 3.5. So I am going with the algorithm, I am going to predict the salary of the employee having 3.5 years of experience, that is testing a new value. So it will predict the salary will be around 5,800 and not 50,800, 58,887. Okay. Then I am saving the model with pickle. So we can able to use then that with pickle.done the model, that is pickle model. With pickle model also we can able to predict the salary, that is same, that is 58,887. This is the regression algorithm. I have explained. I have some problem with my compute. I don't know because I have created another compute here. That's why I think. Okay, fine. So this may not be. You have to change here that you have to change this to Azure ML. Okay. So this matplotlib, that part you can just delete and it can work.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am,
yes.
can you please repeat how did we give access to the file that we had uploaded in the container? We are
Yes,
not
actually, access means you have to make it as blob storage,
blob
sir.
storage,
Whether it is private or blob storage now.
Ma'am, can you please repeat how to do this?
Yes, yes. I'll be repeating 1 minute. I'm going to my, this is my storage account. Sir, have the storage account, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then go to storage account. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you have to check whether this blob store anonymous access is enabled or disabled. For sir, whether it is enabled or disabled, this one.
Where do we get this option? It is under overview.
Not overview, sir. Under blob service properties. Under properties, blob service, sir. Overview, inside overview tab, clicking overview, you can able to see properties, monitoring capabilities, something like that.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
Yesterday,
so
sir,
I'll have to
explained.
enable this. I'll have to enable this.
You have to enable that, sir.
Blob service.
Enable it. Sometimes some bug is there actually enabled. Sometimes it may be enabled after doing it 2 times.
Okay.
Just do it for 2 times. Save, then click save here.
Overview में जाके यहाँ पे blob storage आएगा, properties में. You have to enable that. मैं दिखा, 1 मिनट आना.
Fine, sir. Whether it got enabled?
Ma'am, I have enabled that, but I'm still getting an error. It says an HTTP error.
What's the errors? Can you share your screen, sir?
Uh,
I'll make you as presenter. I'll make you.
Yes.
You are a presenter now, sir. You can share your screen. Just.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's coming, sir. It's loading. Yes, sir.
This is the error that I'm getting. As per my storage, I have done this. I have enabled this setting.
Previously with dataset loading here, you got it, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Dataset loading, I'm getting it.
Getting. Okay. So can you please go back to your container, sir? Whether you have uploaded your dataset?
I have enabled this setting and
this is enabled. Okay. Go to container, sir. Container, sir. Container. Container left side under data storage. Is data. That's private. Sir, that is no, its block is blob. Okay, its block type is blob only. Whether the click here, sir. View. View, sir. Or
View
double click. Yes. No, sir. View. Just click on diabetes.csv, sir. Just click on diabetes.csv. Go back, sir. Go back. Overview. Copy it from there, sir. URL just copy. Mahesh, sir, whether the container is this one private, whether that may be the reason, sir. Whether that also.
Yes. Actually, the permissions what this container is having now, it's for private.
Sir, I have
do one thing.
like we did yesterday. I have created an access policy where I have given this access policy by the name of access, and I've given the rights read and everything has been given to it.
Okay.
I've given all these rights read, write,
okay. But have you given?
Sir,
I think your container is still private. That's the reason, I think, sir. Can you please go back to
add
container,
it here.
sir?
Sir, this setting was not coming earlier. It is just now started showing. It was
yes
earlier. So I'll now
because the thing what is happening now, you can choose this blob container. Blob container.
Now I got that out. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Actually, this option to change the access level was disabled earlier. It was not coming. It is just now started coming.
Yes, we have to enable it there in the overview, sir.
Yes, I think it takes some time because my colleague was trying to do it, but he's also getting this option as disabled. Dr. Sanjay Bhatesh, he's also doing it, but he's getting this option as disabled right now.
Okay, sir. It will take some time to get that reflecting in this access.
Got it, ma'am. Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So fine. That's all with machine learning, that is using the notebook. So I hope everyone are clear with the ML part, right? How to do the programming with ML and all. We have showcased to, that is anything clustering also, you can able to do anything you can able to do here. Okay, like this, accessing the data set, you can have data set in the storage also. Okay, fine. So thank you so much, Mahesh sir. Whether today we have time to showcase designer or we'll move with tomorrow starting.
Okay, I can do one thing.
Shashwadan is here. Does Shashwadan need any time?
I need, but I don't require any time. I just need a time to say bye to all of them.
Oh, sure.
It's almost 1:18 now. We have only 12 minutes. You can decide. what to do.
Okay, in 12 minutes, I don't think so. We can do that practical.
Okay.
So, okay, let me brief out what is designer mode. Okay, so by tomorrow we will be doing practical on this designer mode. Just brief me out. Like, let me brief out. Don't do the practicals right now with me. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, please confirm me whether you're getting my screen or not. Yes, all are getting my screen. All of you are getting my screen.
Yes, Mahesh, sir, it's loading.
Okay, fine. So this is the Azure portal which I have been logging now. So this is machine learning, and currently there is no workspace, so I need to create one workspace here. Let me create that workspace first. So resource group, I will be selecting FTP Day 4 East US. Okay. So let us create one resource workspace in this studio. Okay. So this workspace has been created. So you can also explore those things also, like learning components, all the documentation part you will be getting in this studio itself, like the way you are getting in your Azure Data Factory studio. The same thing is going here also. You're creating some kind of pipeline, and under that pipeline, you're creating this machine learning algorithms. And these machine learning algorithms you can export to this data factory also for doing this cleaning processes there on the data, that you can do it with Python code. And this Python notebook you can export to this data factory also. So let us now see my workspace is getting created, and I have logged into my workspace, where now Dinah has explained you how to compute your notebook, how to run your code in this Azure platform with the help of notebook. The same way you can use this designer mode and automated ML. So what those two things are? So this automated ML is nothing but where already some process you can create in this place, and any data comes to this studio, you will be just implemented that model which you have created in this machine learning to that data, and with some triggering option. Okay, so that is what this automated ML is all about. When you create new automated ML, where you need to follow all those steps, like what type of experiment name, task, and type of data. So each and everything, it's just work same like in a data factory only, where you are creating some kind of process and you will be triggering that process at certain time or certain schedule time. So this is the automated ML, where you are creating automated machine learning algorithms. And the third option is what? Designer mode. Okay, so this is very interesting part of this Azure portal, where you can design without, if you are having trouble with some Python notebook or writing code in the Python, so you can use this designer mode. Okay, for doing the same kind of operations, where you can see here some templates have been also introduced by this Microsoft Azure. So here, let us open any one of the templates so we can see what is going in this designer mode. Okay, so let us open this image classification template. So tomorrow we will be doing the same practical with some of the data set. So where you can see in this diagram, so let the diagram get it takes some time to get upload. Okay, there is nothing, I think so here in this data. Okay, fine. So this is the image classification file. Let me choose different one so we can explore that. Already created things. Yes. So here you can see you can create such type of diagram. So already the things which we have learned in the notebook, like restaurant ratings, restaurant customer data, and restaurant feature data. So those are the data sets, three type of data sets. On that data, we are performing some split operation. Like we have, Dinah has explained you, like with the help of Sky Learn library, you are splitting data into train and test. So already this Microsoft has developed that module. From you just need to drag in that module from this list. Okay, drag in that module from this list to this working space, and that data is been splitted into this 80-20 pattern. And that also you can fix it, like how you would like to split the data. And then after this data, after splitting it gets to this train model. Okay, where you are training your data, and after training your data you are evaluating your data with some score model. So this is the practical which we will be performing by tomorrow, like how you will be implementing any machine learning algorithm. So currently what the diagram you are seeing here, it is wide deep based recommendation of restaurant rating prediction. Okay, so the restaurant rating prediction is been done with the help of these three data. Which were they? One is restaurant rating, second one is restaurant customer data, restaurant feature data. And those data is been clean. Actually it is been clean only. So there is no cleaning process I'm seeing here. You can clean the data here also with the help of this list. Okay, if I want to clean the missing value, so I will be searching for clean missing value and just drag and drop this clean missing value here, and I can connect this data set to this model, and I can clean my data also. So just drag and drop options are there in this procedure, and we will be following the same steps what we have followed in this notebook. Okay, so we will be doing this two algorithms. Any of one algorithm we will be performing in this practical by tomorrow, and then we will be moving to this Power BI mode. Okay, so this is the overview, like brief overview and idea of designer mode, which which this Azure is having in it, and a lot of people are using this thing right in today's industries also, because instead of going with hard coding, what they are doing, they are just already the code is been developed. They are just taking help of that developed code, and they are performing their machine learning algorithms on their certain data. So this is the thing, advanced version of the machine learning model. And here you can also perform those AI feature also. So see, when I close this tab, here you can see computer vision algorithms are there. You can apply those many algorithms for computer vision. Then you can apply for model scoring, machine learning algorithms. See, 19 algorithms model is been already implemented here. So text analytics, to do the text analytics, the models are already developed. Python languages, like to create some Python models or to execute some Python scripts, they have designed one model. Then recommendation, like data inputs and output, to enter data manually, export data, import data. If you want to import some data set in this ML Azure, so from here you can input or you can export your data. R language, if you might be familiar with this R language script, you can run those script here also. Then anomalies, to detect an anomalies in your data set, you will be using this thing. So you can see in very structured manner, all those concepts are being kept by this Microsoft Azure. You will be just using those feature on your data set and you will be finding the accuracy of that. Okay, so this is how the simple this Azure has done for this machine learning. Like a non-technical guy also can do this code if he knows the way of writing, way of doing the procedure. Okay, so this is the thing we will be learning by tomorrow, and we will be figuring out. And after this, then we will be moving to this Power BI. Okay, so my request will be for you all like to download this Power BI business intelligence tools so we can perform practical on this. Okay, so I'm pasting the download link for the Power BI in the chat box. So please download this Power BI. So tomorrow we will be doing on these practicals. Okay. Anupama ma'am, you want to say something like automation tool? Yes, it's just like an automation tool. Like all the things are being automatically, like you are creating automate process in this ML also by using this designer tool. And this automated ML is nothing but where you are creating like this splitting data process is been created now. The same way you can create your own process also. Like if you are having some research and you have created some kind of algorithm or you have created some kind of process, so you can create in this automated ML. Okay, so that thing can also work here. So according to your research and according to your studies, any new thing you have find it out and you want to try that thing, so for that also this Azure is providing compute resources. Okay, so this is all about machine learning part in this Azure. So any doubts if you are having, you can may ask tomorrow also, and you can try those practical for data factory, and also you can try for the practical what Dinah has explained you related to this machine learning. Okay, over to you, Shashwatan.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Magesh. Magesh, one request from my end. Can you also put this Power BI link in the WhatsApp group? Because I can see only 70 people are here now. We can give this information to all the people who is there in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Okay, and also there is a question from Anupama. Is there any version, Magesh, for this Power BI?
Oh no, actually the version will be not needed. So let me share this screen. Actually, let me show it. Like today's each and every one of us are having 64-bit of laptop. Okay, so you just need to download this exe. So there are two setups are there. These are the offline setups. So you can download this higher MB of setup. It's around 461 MB. You need to download this one, and after downloading it, you need to just install it in your local PC. That's it. Yes, Shashwatan. I think I have completed.
Thank you so much, Magesh. So yeah, I hope like again today we have completed the day 4 successfully, and I hope like again you got like a lot of insights from this session. And tomorrow is the last session, and tomorrow we'll be having one virtual group photo in the end. So I kindly request all the people to stay till at the end of tomorrow's session. And also if you want to do any makeup to make your face beautiful, you can also do that. So tomorrow, but I kindly request all of you to switch on your camera, and we can have one group photo, virtual group photo, tomorrow end of the session. And also tomorrow there will be a discussion on how to do the assessment, feedback, how to download your certificate. So after o'clock, I mean, after we finish the session, either at 1 or 1:30, we will be having 15 minutes of discussion to talk about how to take the assessment, how to take the feedback, as well as the downloading certificate. And for downloading the certificate, your assessment score is very, very important, which we discussed on day 1 also. So please ensure like you are not missing the tomorrow session. It's going to be like very important, as we will be giving a lot of announcement during the tomorrow session. And I hope like all of you have already marked your attendance. I saw like some of the people were mentioning they are not able to mark their attendance. I also talked to the technical team, but it's working fine now. If in case like if you are having any doubt on LMS, or like you're not able to mark your attendance, maybe you can share your screen, and you can also tell me like what is the challenge you're facing, so that I can reach out to the technical team and fix it. But as of now, as per my understanding, there is no challenges in the LMS. With this, like we can close this day today. And again, if anybody having any challenges on LMS, you can stay back. Otherwise, you can take leave. So thank you so much for all of you to participate very actively. And yeah, yes, Mahesh.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt you, Shashwatan. One more thing, actually, tomorrow we will be needed like testimonials that I want to remember. Like some of the faculty can turn on their camera and they can give some feedbacks, so that we can record those things, and those we can keep to our side. So be ready for that also. Some of you can give the feedback related to this training. Okay, what you feel, and it should be honest feedback. Whatever things, it should be there. So that one more thing I need to add in this. That's it.
Sure. Thank you so much, Mahesh. Yeah, so we will be requiring like 2 to 3 people switching on your camera and unmute yourself, and you can also share your feedback. The way today morning we discussed like the feedback or how we are going to use this curriculum. But tomorrow you can give the feedback. How was the session for last 5 days? So that kind of feedback you can give. But thank you so much for reminding that, Mahesh. But now we can close this session. Once again, thank you so much, all of you, for actively participating this. And have a good lunch, have a good day, have a nice evening, and bye to all of you. So I kindly request the people to stay back if you have any challenges in marking your attendance. Otherwise, we can leave now.